Let me just explain. I was setting up all these hotkeys and I have all these like reactions going on. I've got all these like sources, and every once in a while, one of them gets left on visible. So when I change scenes, you hear a random sound bite, and I apologize. How is everybody? Happy snow day! Man, some of y'all are living like snow years. I am not. We moved to get away from snow. And honestly, we usually do stay away from snow, but usually, at least recently, around this time of year, we usually get some sort of like little ice storm or sleet storm or something like that. Last year, it was the worst. Last year was so bad. Last year, we were stuck in our houses for almost 2 weeks. And literally no one could go anywhere. All the streets were completely frozen over. And even during the day, the temperature only ever got up to like, I don't know, like 19 or something. Anyway, I have to say hi to everybody. Hello, Alex and Fresh. Endymium's here. Michael, how are all of you? I was going to say, how is everybody? How is everyone? How is everybody? How are all of you? Yes. Anyway, I hope everybody is safe and healthy and not completely covered in snow. We move away from snow. I know. Well, we're not snow people. And what's funny is people constantly say, or at least my clients back when I used to work, they used to say, "Oh, but you're used to snow. You came from Utah." And I'm thinking, honey, I haven't lived in snow in 10 years plus. I am not used to snow. Not anymore. I have moved away from snow for so long that, and honestly, it's not even me that worries about the snow so much. It's the fact that we are not prepared, nor are we capable of handling snow in Texas. And so I worry because we really are in danger if the roads freeze over and stuff, because we have no way. We have no salt trucks. We don't have any snow plows. We don't have anything like that. So it really is dangerous. I used to laugh when people were like, I used to laugh when people would say, well, the whole city shuts down when we get bad weather. And I used to think that was so funny and that people were weenies. But then I realized, no, it really is I just realized I don't even have my Switch in here. Gonna have to go grab it. It really is for the safety of everybody, because nobody knows how to drive in ice. And not only that, but it's just dangerous to drive on ice anyway. But look at everybody. Hi, Alex, Michael, Endymium, Alex, Michael. Hey, Fresh, hey. That's great. So, I mean, realistically, we are definitely, hey, Rumi, did you guys get snow over there? I mean, we don't necessarily have it's really, I mean, I guess it is kind of snow, kind of. But whereas last year it was supposed to be, we were stuck inside for 2 weeks, and the temperature never ever got above 20, maybe that. And then with the wind, it felt like 2 and 3 degrees, or like negative, because it was so windy and it was so cold and it was so wet. And even during the day, the sun never shined. Like there was never any. Like it was bad. But this little cold snap, this is nothing. Like, yes, we've been told to drip our faucets. We dripped our faucets last night, and, people were covering their plants and, all that stuff, plants that had somehow survived this winter anyway. But we only have like tonight, like last night, I think it got down to 18 degrees. And then tonight, I think it's supposed to go down to 18 degrees again. But then on Saturday, it's supposed to go right back up into like the 50s. And even tomorrow, I think the high is supposed to be 34. So it's supposed to get above freezing, whereas last year it didn't. We're about to get ice in a couple hours. Daycare is closing early. Oh, man. Yeah, Andrew actually went to the youth activity last night at our church building. He usually has like a meeting with his bishopric, like his counselors, and then he goes to the youth activity. And he left at like 5, and he called me at 5:30, and he was like, I'm on my way home. It's already colder than it was supposed to be. Like it's colder than the what's it called? The forecast was calling for, and it's already starting to rain. And he said, by the time we all get out of here, all the roads are going to be iced. So I called everybody and just said, everybody just stay home. So yeah. Oh, hey, Marquet. What a lovely surprise. How are you? We're talking about snow because Texas got like tiny amounts of snow last night. Actually, it was more like this morning. It's mostly icing, honestly. That's the best way to pronounce. That's the best way to say it. It's like, did I get new commands to work yet? No, I did not. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. Like, I have my hotkeys working. So I have COVID.
We all got COVID, yo.
And then I have this game sucks. This game sucks. It's even got that little like harmonica in the background from Overcooked. That was great. I did it. I did it! Did you guys see that? I did it! I was so excited. And then everything else is normal. But I did get the hotkeys set up. But as far as like chat commands are not working. No, not on the YouTube side anyway. So we are like, everybody's kind of hunkered down today, but it's just, you know, I mean, everybody's freaking out about it and people have been clearing out the stores. And Ander was like, I don't understand. It's only supposed to be 2 nights of like really cold. This is nothing compared to last year. Nothing. Like last year, when you looked at the forecast, it got down to like 11 degrees and then it stayed there for like a week. And nobody wanted to listen. Everybody was like, it's not gonna be that cold. But this time around, you check the forecast and already it's going up into the 40s, I think, tomorrow or like Saturday. And then I think on Sunday it's supposed to be back up into the 50s. The UK gets a slush. Yeah, that's kind of sort of where we are too. I mean, like I said, the biggest problem we have is ice because all the overpasses ice over and all the streets ice over. And then we don't have any way to combat that. So everybody just needs to stay inside. We even have, and then people don't listen. So we even have police officers making these live videos on Facebook saying, oh my gosh, for the love of everybody, please stay inside. Don't try driving anywhere if you can help it. It's just dangerous. It's so cold outside. The roads are icy. Please stay inside. So really, this little cold snap should only last for 2 days. Now, could it change? Of course it could. It could always change, but we're not that worried about it. But last year, we had enough snow to build a snowman, and our snowman lasted for a couple days. Like, he hung out there for a while. We had enough snow to build a snowman. I mean, we got, what, 6 or 7 inches? I don't know what it was like in Houston or what it was like in Dallas, but I know, like, basically Dad and Rumi, I know they lost power. There's a friend of mine that didn't lose power, but her heater broke. And so she text messaged me this morning and was like, do you know where I can buy firewood? And I thought, oh, I don't know if you can find any firewood right now. I know people have been kind of clearing the stores out. We do have firewood. I did prep for that, but see, that's one of the reasons I will never live in the UK. The weather is just too, I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay in Texas forever, but I definitely want to stay someplace where it doesn't get freezing cold. I got enough snow and enough winter storms to last me a lifetime when I lived in Utah, because Larry gave me a hard time about being negative towards snow over Discord. But let me just say, if you love snow, that's great. If you don't have a problem with snow, awesome. That's totally fine. My problem with snow is that snow is beautiful and it's so pretty and it's so lovely when it first falls. And then you drive in it, you slip on it, you have to shovel it. It turns black and slushy and nasty. It turns the roads nasty. Everything just looks gray because snow turns black and gray and nasty. And it's just, I have slipped on ice and it is bad. See, I am not the only one. Rumi moved to Houston to get away from the cold. See, I'm telling you, the cold isn't for everybody. I dealt with it for 20 years of my life. And like when you're a kid, snow's kind of fun because it's like, yeah, we get to go sledding. I have great memories of sledding. And then I used to come home and I used to put a blanket over myself over the heating vent and make like a little heat bubble and drink hot chocolate. I mean, that's really like, that's what we used to do as kids. But then also when you become a parent, suddenly it's like, you have to have gloves and hats and scarves. You got to put socks on all your kids. You got to put snow pants on. You got to put jackets on. Charlotte is still small enough to be in a 5-point harness car seat, and she cannot wear a coat in a car seat. So I have to pull the car out of the garage, get baby girl in the car because we have a boat in the garage, and then Charlotte has to get in on the other side, and she doesn't have, you know, she can't wear a coat like in her car seat. So she's cold outside and I have to get her in the car seat. Anyway, there's so many layers that go down that happen with with cold and with snow. And in Texas, just like Rumi says, you can play tennis and frisbee year round, and you can wear like flip-flops almost all year round. Like Charlotte can wear just, slip-on shoes almost all year round. It's great. Is it super comfortable? No. Ander wears flip-flops all year round. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, so that's why we moved away from the cold. But I love that people love the cold. I think that's fine. And you guys can have it. You guys can shovel those walks. I slipped on ice one time coming out of my mom's house, and I burst into tears. Now, I will say, I'd had a really emotional day, and I think I was already on the verge. And when I slipped on ice, it happens. I don't know how many of you have slipped on ice before, but it happens so fast. There is no way for you to do any of this like, oh, I'm gonna catch myself. If you go down backwards, you go down in a split second. And it was so jarring and it hurt so badly. I burst into tears, but like I said, I think I was already kind of on the verge. Anyway, let's see. Not great. Everything is increasing in price and cost of living is going up. Well, I think that's pretty much everywhere. We'll never live in Austin again. We can't afford Austin. All these California people are coming to Austin because Austin is a deal to them. And if we ever did live in Austin again, if we could ever manage to afford to live in Austin again, we could never live where we lived before. We got really lucky. We lived in a really, a pretty affluent area, and we lived in an apartment. We got on a super deal. And so we started out with really low rent in the first place. And then, the rent just continually went up, and like the school districts were really great, and all the houses around us I think they started at 400,000. And so my clients were so sweet when we were buying our first house. They were like, oh, well, aren't there some new houses going in around here? And I thought, that is so kind of you to think I can afford a house around here. Oh my gosh, did we complete the challenge? Oh man, am I gonna be dyeing my hair purple? I'm so excited. I've wanted to do that for a long time. And now this finally gives me like a legit, I have to buy the product and I have to make sure my hair, like I said last time, I cut my own hair a couple nights ago and it doesn't look bad, but I need to make sure that it's like solid looking before I dye it on stream and then like style it. And I don't want it to look like absolute crap. So anyway, okay. So, so today we have chapter 7 of my novel to read. The plot has thickened even more. And then I've actually never done this before. Thank you, Marquet. Yeah, throw those chucks. Now I gotta come up with all new community challenges because all of mine have been completed. Although I still owe you guys another C Prime stream. I have actually very rarely in my life been able to catch any sort of anything in my mouth. So today's challenge for myself is whenever one of my party levels up in Final Fantasy VII, I will try to catch a chocolate chip in my mouth. It's probably going to be a disaster and I will probably fall all over the place, but whatever, it's fine. You got to do something unique, right? I remember a friend I had always had neon colored hair, purple, green, blue. It was so cool. I want to join the My Little Pony Hair Club. I have wanted to join it for a very long time. I actually bought some clip-in extensions that are all really bright colors back when I was working at the salon, but they were a pain to put in and you had to put them in a certain way and they were really long and I had to get them cut. They were originally tape-in extensions, which are not meant to be, they were like peekaboo extensions. Like you put them under here and then put hair over them so you can just kind of see the peekaboo. Bigger than Phoenix Down. Nice. And, oh, where did you get that? Where did you get that emote, Alex? Is that a channel point reward? That you can like modify an emote? I remember somebody doing that. When I was younger, my mohawk was multicolors. Oh, I would love a faux hawk. Yeah. I can do a faux hawk. I can style my hair in a faux hawk. It's actually my favorite way to wear my hair styled, but it takes a lot of work and effort. That is a very, very cool emote. I love that. Okay, one thing before I start with my book, my next chapter, and then we can move on to the game, which I have to go grab my Switch anyway. I have been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of kind of planning and a lot of brainstorming. And I have come to the decision that I think, and this really kind of only affects 2 people, and one of them isn't here right now, but I think I am going to stop using Restream, and I'm going to stop broadcasting to YouTube. And I know that that may bum some people out, but after looking at it, and I'm actually going to put together a video of the pros and cons of Restream because I've used it for 2 years now, and I feel like Restream has really great potential, but it has caused me so many headaches over the last couple months. I don't know what they did. Something happened, and so this is probably going to be my last broadcast live streaming directly to YouTube. After this, I will upload all my live streams to my YouTube channel after the fact. But like I said, it's complicated, and I want to make a video because I know there are lots of videos out there of like people that are helping people start streaming, like how to stream in 2022 or how to grow as a streamer. And I've watched a lot of those things, and they do bring up Restream or multicasting or whatever. And I feel like because I've used it for a while, and because I have gone through the troubleshooting and I've gone through all the issues that come with it and like the pros and the cons, I feel like I have enough information to actually make a video on it and explain, because I want other people to know what they're getting into if they do decide to use Restream. I feel like it has great potential, but it's not quite there yet. And I wish it was more, what's the term I'm looking for? It just left me. I wish it was more versatile. I wish it was more customizable. And I understand there's probably a lot that goes into that, but I've thought long and hard about this, and I actually feel really guilty about it. But ultimately, it's making it harder for me to stream because it gives me so many headaches. And I love streaming and I enjoy it, and I want to continue to enjoy it, but I can't if I'm constantly getting frustrated with my software, or with Restream not working, or with like the chat breaking, or with certain different things on my end that I don't really even talk about on stream. So anyway, I know that, like I said, I've talked to my sister about it too. And I actually first started using Restream because of my sister, because she can't tune into Twitch when she's at work. And during all of our conversations and stuff, I've just kind of reached a point where I wish it could work. I really do. But I've had too many struggles, and it just isn't really working for me as well as it used to. They did something to it. I don't know what they did, but anyway, so I'm sorry, and I feel really bad about it, and I feel really guilty about it, but I think it's probably wise for me to just, it's wise for me to just stream exclusively on Twitch and then upload those live streams to my YouTube channel. Anyway, so now I've got that out of the way, and I feel like a crappy person, but I don't really, like I said, I've thought a lot about it, and I've just kind of reached the conclusion. I wish there was an easier way, and I wish there was a better way. Honestly, I wish I had the bandwidth of my internet to use a plugin to stream directly to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, instead of streaming to Restream and then having them split the stream. That doesn't use any more bandwidth, but it gets weird, and it just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't really work. I just watched a video recently by Stream Scheme. His name's LJ, and he has helped me a lot with a lot of his videos and stuff over the last couple months. He's a live streamer on Twitch, and he was talking about how multicasting is something that nobody does, and he said that's what I would do if I started from scratch tomorrow, and blah blah blah. If I started streaming from scratch tomorrow. And I thought, yeah, but have you done multicasting? Because it's actually it's a lot more work, and it's just, I don't know. It's really complicated. But unfortunately, Twitch has the best interface out of all the live streaming platforms, because they've taken a long time to perfect and build that interface. And I know a lot of people don't like Twitch and wish Twitch would die. And there are a lot of people that don't like YouTube and wish YouTube would die. But the reality is YouTube's live stream platform sucks. And its discoverability also sucks. And I didn't know this, but the way that you find live streams on YouTube, you have to already be subscribed to somebody to see if they're even live. Like Twitch, if you log on, it says you can look up a game category or any category, and instantly you have a whole list of all the people that are live right now, regardless of whether you follow them, subscribe to them, whatever. You can search by how many viewers people have. You can search by tags. You can search by all that stuff, but it shows you an entire pages and pages and pages of all these people that are live right now. On YouTube, that's not how it works. On YouTube, it's like you have to already be subscribed to somebody to figure out if they're live or not. And the live stream search function is really weird. And there is zero discoverability on YouTube because of the way they have it set up. Now, YouTube has a monopoly on videos, which sucks because with a monopoly, there's no competition. So there's no getting better, right? Like YouTube is where people upload videos. Where else are you gonna upload your videos? But YouTube is so oversaturated anyway. Honestly, I don't know how anybody gets discovered on YouTube anymore. Honestly, it's so filled with so many different people. And even on Twitch, the discoverability isn't great either. But when people think of live streaming, they think of Twitch. When people think of YouTube, they think of videos. And that's just kind of how it is. YouTube has a long way to go before catching up to Twitch. And then, of course, you have the whole channel points, and you have the viewer engagement, and you have all the cool things you can do with hooking up to these third-party extensions like Leorin Board or StreamerBot or whatever. And Leorin Board works now with YouTube, but it still has a really long way to come. And so it's something I've been thinking about for a really long time. And like I said, ultimately, I love to stream. It's what I do for myself. And I even considered quitting because I was so frustrated because I was like, I'm having a hard time. And every time I come away from a stream, I get frustrated because Restream gave me problems or Restream gave me crap or whatever. And I don't like feeling that way. And so, yeah, YouTube's live chat is terrible and their moderation is terrible. They're just not there yet. I think they will get there eventually, but they don't have to because they don't have competition. So they're like, we don't care if you guys care if we took away the dislike button or whatever. They don't care because where else are you gonna upload your videos? But live streaming, on the other hand, sure, all these really super intense streamers can move over to YouTube because they have gigantic followings that are willing to follow them there. But if you're a small streamer like me, or if you're somebody who's just trying to grow or just starting out, YouTube does not give you the discoverability unless you are constantly churning out videos. And I try to post videos, but I don't have the time to post a video every single day. I don't even have the content to post a video every single day. So anyway, I got way off on a tangent, but ultimately it boils down to the fact that I love streaming. I don't want to give streaming up, and Restream has given me more headaches over the last couple months than I would like to admit, and it's made streaming less fun for me, and that is a problem. I want to be able to enjoy myself, and I want to be able to stream worry-free, and I like being able to interact with my people. And not that I can't because of YouTube chat, but Restream has just made it kind of hard. No, I held on to it for, hold on. I missed some things because I was talking. Never knew streaming was so complicated. Sounds so stressful. Yeah. I've been thinking of streaming my programming sessions sometimes, but I have no setup for it. And I know laptop cameras are dreadful. Honestly, streaming setups can come cheaper than you think, but you will need something. There's no getting better, but there's a lot of it getting worse with YouTube. Live chat is awful. I held on to Restream because of my sister, mostly, because she wanted to tune in during her work hours and whatnot, but her work has gotten really busy and she can rarely tune in anymore. And it's one of those things where I really wanted it to work, and it worked really well for me for a while. And then something happened, and it's given me more headaches over the last couple weeks, or like the last month or so. And I've just kind of dealt with it because I've been like, whatever, I want to hang on to this for Katie. And, I do have some loyal people like Michael and my sister, and like James Pond shows up, pretty regularly. And I've had people, but I didn't realize that, I guess I didn't realize until recently how live streams show up on YouTube. It's not like Twitch. So people aren't just going on YouTube and going, I wonder who's live today. That's not how YouTube works. You already have to be subscribed. So anyway, I feel like I'm making massive amounts of apologies, and ultimately I am sorry, but there are so many other cool things you can do with chat, and so many other things you can use Stream Elements or Streamlabs if you like Streamlabs or whatever to make your chat really great and to customize it and everything. And with Restream, you can't. Their customization options are really, really limited, and I don't like their customization options, and the relay gets weird sometimes. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to try and put together a video, because for anybody that wants to try using Restream, I feel like they need to know these things, because it can probably work for some people, but I feel like I've just had problems over the last, I don't know. My sister said she's got ways around Twitch at work, but they're terrible and they don't work very well. So, but that's honestly the main reason I held on to it, was because I really wanted my sister, because my sister is a delight. We all love my sister, and she is such a delight to have in chat. She's a lovely, lovely person, but her work has changed and she's a lot busier, and it's really hard for her to tune in, even on YouTube. So ultimately, she was actually the one that was like, look, if you're getting frustrated, and if streaming isn't even fun to you anymore because you are frustrated, or you're constantly on eggshells because you're nervous that Restream's gonna crack out, or it's gonna chat's gonna drop and you're gonna have to troubleshoot live on stream, then just stop it. Like, it's fine. People will find a way, So anyway, I feel like I owe everybody an apology, but ultimately I just have kind of made the decision that it's not really worth it for the amount of headache. Even Ander was like, you know what I hear every time you come out of a stream? You always get frustrated and you're always complaining that something didn't go right. And I was like, you're kind of right. And sometimes things don't break, but I feel like more often than not, there's been an issue. So that's my announcement, and I'm sorry. I wish it were different, but hopefully, I don't know. And obviously, I don't want anybody to feel like they're obligated to stick around, or they're obligated to tune into my streams, or they're obligated to be here, or whatever. I love you all, and I wish I could make it work, but I just feel like it's not. I just feel like the YouTube just isn't there yet. Will it ever get there? Maybe. I don't really know. But anyway. My sister was bummed out about it too. She was like, well, this means I won't be able to join when I'm at work, but she said, I also completely understand. Oh, speaking of, we were actually having a conversation about this as well. If anybody has recommendations for Twitch streamers that they really, really love to tune into, please send them to me on Discord. I would love to collaborate with some people. I'd love to finally kind of market and get myself out there and meet other people, meet other streamers and stuff. I have never done that before. So if you have anybody that you really, really love and you get along with, and you really love their style or their channel or whatever, please send their link to me via Discord, because I would love to kind of network with more streamers and see what other people are doing and kind of see how other people do their channels and stuff. I will be honest, I have not reached out and networked as much as I should have. And actually, come to think of it, I have to go back through my follower list, but I don't even know if I follow most of you guys, which is stupid because all of you guys are here. So I need to, I know Rumi streams. I don't even know if I think I do. If I don't follow you, then I apparently have notifications turned off. But anyway, I need to rectify that, and I need to, I feel like we're breaking up. We don't have to break up. And I understand not everybody loves watching on Twitch, and Twitch has ads, and I've actually thought about pulling my affiliate status as well, because I don't stream for income. I don't want anybody to feel obligated to subscribe or bits or whatever. But what I do love about being an affiliate is the emotes. But I think you can upload emotes to the BTTV app or something. But I've thought very seriously about pulling my affiliate status as well, because then nobody gets ads. And I've actually heard of a lot of streamers pulling out of affiliate for different reasons, Also, technically, because I'm affiliate, I technically am going against my Twitch contract by streaming to YouTube, because technically, according to my contract, for 24 hours, my stream is supposed to only be Twitch's only. And I didn't realize that until recently either. And that's what kind of made me go, I don't want to break my contract. Do I pull out of affiliate altogether? I need to look at the pros and cons because I only wanted to reach affiliate. I reached affiliate back at Twitch Sings days because that's, you know, I was singing and I was networking with people. I was singing duets with people, finding people that way. I haven't networked with anybody since I started streaming games. I know, I miss Twitch Sings so much. Yo. This is like that video I was talking about with siblings just coming in and just for no reason. What?
Do you know where Stixel's shot collar is?
It's probably hanging on one of the chairs underneath, like there are jackets and stuff hanging on the backs of the chairs. I think her collar is hanging underneath one of those.
School's canceled.
I saw that phone call and I thought that was probably the case. Great. I cannot keep Charlotte in a full week of school for the life of me. I am not kidding. Ever since before Christmas break, she has, or since Christmas break ended, she has not been in a full week of school. Why? Due to allergies, sickness, holidays, now we've got school canceled tomorrow. That girl has not been to a full week of school since before Christmas break. I'm so irritated about it. Ugh. I gotta go through the grieving process. Then I'll probably make a Twitch account eventually. I get it. I totally get it. YouTube, you don't have ads. YouTube is, you know, it's everybody has a YouTube account, like, you know, but there are so many great things about Twitch too. The integrations, the channel points, and all of the, you know, I've set up with Leorin board. You guys can use all those commands. Just exclamation point, whatever the command is, you know, I've got that all in my Twitch panels. But it's just, I don't know, like there is no perfect platform, unfortunately, because anyway, I watched, like I said, I was watching this video from this guy who's talking about where he's going to be streaming for 2022, and he's quite successful. And he was talking about the pros and cons of YouTube, the pros and cons of Twitch, and I agreed with him on all his points. But ultimately, you have to choose to stream somewhere, and I feel like Twitch is just a better option for live streaming in general, especially if you're going to live stream games. I had another thought, and then Andrew came in and completely threw that. I don't remember what it was. Oh, like ads and stuff. Like I got affiliate through Twitch Sings, and that was exciting, but I didn't even really fully understand it. And it wasn't until I started streaming games and like really built a community, and we all came up with Kalulu together and all that stuff, that I really realized the potential for like the emotes and everything. But at the same time, like if I could pull affiliate status, then nobody would feel obligated or feel pressure, because I don't want anybody to feel pressure for like subscribing or anything like that. I just stream because I love it, and because I love the community, and I love being with people that I normally wouldn't have met otherwise, and people who are interested in the same stuff as me, the same games and the same, you know, all that stuff. So make a Twitch account so basically Dad can take a break from moderating. That is true. Basically Dad is working now. You can make a new Discord subchannel called Michael's Twitch comments. And honestly, I should probably make one for commands too, because I'm always open for command command ideas. And the possibilities with Twitch are just, they're so much more than they are with YouTube. And YouTube just, I mean, I think YouTube Live kind of came out because they had to compete with Twitch, which is great. Competitive, like when you have two things that are competing with one another, one will always continually get better than the other, right? We need competition, but YouTube just isn't there yet. So anyway, I probably lost like half of you during all of that, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on such a tangent, but I felt like I needed to explain, because in case any of you are thinking about trying to multicast, or thinking about using restreaming, or starting, or Restream itself, or starting to stream or whatever, this is just some food for thought. I've used it for a while. I know the pros and I know the cons, and ultimately in theory it's great, but I feel like it still has a ways to go before it's, I don't know. Twitch has years and years and years and years and years on YouTube. And YouTube's API, which whatever that stands for, I just know that's like the way that like chat is handled and the way that commands are handled and stuff like that. It's totally different than Twitch. And anyway, so it's kind of crazy, but like I said, I'm thinking about pulling my affiliate status too, because I don't want anybody to feel like they have to subscribe or feel pressure or anything like that. So let me read chapter 7 now that I've talked all your ears off for 40 minutes, and then we will get into Final Fantasy, although my Switch is not in here and I'm gonna have to go grab it. Let me do an ad really fast so I don't have ads. Wait, can I run a 1 minute ad? How do I do that? Oh, yes, I can. Okay, I'm gonna run a 1 minute ad before I start this chapter so an ad doesn't interrupt my reading, but it's only gonna be 60 minutes. So, wow, 60 seconds. And you won't miss anything, I promise. I'm gonna take this time while this ad is running and I'm gonna go get my Switch. So give me just a second. I'll be right back. I know the ad isn't for everybody, but hold on. Auden is at that age, 60-minute ad. I know. Whoops! Surprise! You guys are just gonna be watching ads for the next hour. Auden is at that age where if I leave the room, she'll kind of forget. Like if I'm, like she'll kind of not notice me leave the room, and then she'll be fine. And then when I show up, she sees me and she's fine. And then I'm like, and then I disappear again, like I came back into the office, and then she starts to cry. It's like, no, Mom, you can't go anywhere. How dare you? Okay. All right. Let's move on. Chapter 7. All of these chapters, if you are not up to date, this was a Channel Point community challenge that you guys fulfilled a couple weeks ago. So I'm reading a chapter of my own novel. All of these chapters I've read up until we're at chapter 7 now. They're all on my YouTube channel. So if you want to catch up, feel free. They're at the beginning of all the streams. So we're in chapter 7. Was there an ad? I don't know who's subscribed and who's not, but subscribers don't see ads. I don't really know exactly how ads work on Twitch either, but now I have 50 minutes of no ads. I didn't get one, but I'm subbed. Yeah, see, subscribers don't get ads, which I know is a perk. But I think if you're not an affiliate, you don't get ads anyway. Like you don't, I don't know. Well, awesome. You didn't have to see the ad then. Yay, you just got to see an empty screen of my office. Woohoo! Cool. No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. This is chapter 7. Why would the city still be pulsing if there aren't any people down there? Finn paced back and forth across Bentine's front office, chewing on a fingernail. Did you know the city was still pulsing? I had no idea. Bentine surveyed Finn, panting slightly as he wiped his face with a towel. Beads of sweat from his morning jog covered his velvety black skin, and his bald head glinted in the sunlight streaming through the window. Finn, he sighed. Apologies for this terrible accent. I'm doing the best I can. Folding his arms across his chest, but Finn wasn't listening. Sandin said the girl came here in a Seat, he said, moving to the next fingernail. He said the pulses don't work on Ixis technology, and that's why the girl actually got past them. Finn? But how did she even do that? Finn asked. Scarlet said there were people left down there, but how many? Who sent this girl? Finn! Bentine bellowed, and Finn looked up in surprise. Think about what you are saying. You were tired and worried. Are you sure you didn't hear something wrong? Finn frowned. I didn't hear wrong, he muttered, glaring at Bentine. You don't believe me? Bentine sighed again, rubbing his temples. None of this makes any sense, Finn, he said. There aren't any people left down there. You know that. I thought I did, Finn said, his temper flaring. He thought of the way Scarlet looked the night before, how angry she'd been. And she knows, Ben. Scarlet has been lying to us this whole time. You don't know that, Benteen growled, pointing a finger at Finn's chest. You were obviously thinking about what the girl said last night, and it made you think Scarlet was talking about the surface. I know what I heard, Finn snapped. He knew it sounded absurd, but he was positive he'd heard correctly. Scarlet said the residents of this city can't find out there are still people down there. What does that sound like to you? Benteen considered Finn in silence, his brows furrowed, and then he looked away. I know what I heard, Finn repeated. Sandon said specifically that the girl came in a Seat, just like she told me last night. Her story matches what Scarlet and Sandon talked about, and, Finn pointed to his eyes, Scarlet knows about the girl's eyes, her red hair too. She said the gold is a side effect of solarium, but... At this, Benteen's eyes widened in surprise, and he pointed to the door of his office. You brought an infected girl into my own home? He demanded. Finn, she's going to get us all killed. That girl is not infected, Finn countered. I know what infected looks like, Ben, and she isn't. We have to take her to Scarlet, Benteen said. He folded his arms defensively across his chest. She's a danger to everyone here if she stays. Take her to... Finn spluttered. Does the word dispose mean nothing to you? Finn, Benteen said sternly. Listen to me. Scarlet wants to kill her, Finn exploded, throwing his arms in the air. We can't let her find that girl. They stood in silence, glaring at one another, until Benteen finally turned away from Finn. He went to the window, running a hand over his smooth head, and Finn let out a heavy sigh. Have I ever given you a reason not to trust me? He asked. Benteen didn't answer, and Finn rubbed his eyes with the heels of his hands. What if she's right? He asked quietly. What if the girl is telling the truth? What if Scarlet really has been lying to us all this time? Wouldn't you want to know? Benteen glanced over his shoulder, but said nothing. Someone attacked her before she came here, Finn muttered. And at first I thought she might have a head injury. She was pretty beat up, and she wasn't making any sense at all. But her eyes, Ben. You have to see her eyes. They're exactly like Scarlet described, but... He hesitated. She isn't infected. She just isn't. Benteen stared at Finn for a long time, his expression difficult to read. We'll speak with her, he grunted. We'll see what she knows and who sent her here. Then we'll try to get to the bottom of this. That's all I ask, Finn muttered, and he followed Benteen out of the office. Hey, it's Jordachi! Ads are illegal in Finland? That is so excellent. Amelia groaned into her pillow, squeezing her eyes shut as she rolled onto her side. She'd slept poorly, with Soren's face looming over her each time she closed her eyes. She kept thinking of her family and their frantic worry after she never came home last night. She thought of Lars, what she'd done, and how much time she had before he realized his Seat was missing. After hours of lying awake, she eventually fell into an uneasy sleep, only to awaken in a cold sweat in an unfamiliar bed. As the night went on, Soren grew more brutish and animalistic. Once, Amelia thought she might have actually screamed herself awake. Perhaps that had also been a dream? Amelia winced as she sat up, feeling her sore muscles protest. Nora, the pink-cheeked, round-faced woman from the night before, had given Amelia a serum to take the pain away. It must have worn off sometime in the night. She ached terribly. Gingerly, Amelia crossed to the door. She caught sight of her own reflection in a full-length mirror against the wall and gasped. She looked awful. Her lip was swollen and extremely tender, and her body was covered in purple and black bruises. Her head throbbed and her jaw ached from Soren's punch. Upon lifting the oversized shirt Nora gave her the night before, she saw purple imprints of the Seat floor all over her skin. She shuddered before allowing the shirt to fall back down to her waist. Suddenly, Amelia noticed a delicious smell wafting up from the kitchen downstairs. Someone else was awake. Amelia heard multiple voices as she reached the bottom of the stairs, and she stopped, listening closely. "You look like you didn't sleep a wink," she heard Nora say. "Why don't you go lie down? She could still sleep for hours." "I'm fine," came a low voice, and Amelia recognized it as the boy from the night before. "Really, Nora, I'm all right." The boy had floated in and out of Amelia's dreams. His features stayed blurry and unfocused, and he never said a word. But he'd been kind to her last night. He'd brought her to safety. "You look like the Walking Dead," Nora continued, an anxious edge to her voice. "Are you sure you aren't hungry?" "Leave him be, Nora," came a deep, unfamiliar voice. It was thickly accented, rumbling through the entire kitchen as Amelia peered around the corner. "If he says he's fine, he's fine." An enormous black man sat at the kitchen table, eating calmly from a heaping plate before him. The boy sat beside him, staring down at his fidgeting hands as Nora hovered over his shoulder. "Really, Finn," she said, but the boy shook his head. "Really," he replied, glancing up at her and giving her a strained smile. "But thanks." Nora, dressed in the same bright pink bathrobe as the night before, raised her hands in a defeated gesture. She shook her head irritably before returning to the stove, where multiple pots boiled and bubbled. Amelia steeled herself, then took a deep breath before stepping into the kitchen and coughing quietly. Everyone in the kitchen jumped. "Oh!" Nora cried, rushing over to Amelia and placing a gentle hand on her arm. "You're awake! I was going to bring you some breakfast." The boy and the man got to their feet, exchanging unreadable glances with one another as Amelia shook her head. "That's kind of you," she said, "but you didn't have to go through all this trouble. I really can't stay. I need to get back." "Well, come and sit for a moment," Nora said, gesturing to the table. She smiled at Amelia, but it looked lopsided and strange. "You need strength after such a terrible night." Amelia hesitated, looking apprehensively at the man, but he nodded in a friendly way, and she pulled out a chair opposite the boy. "Good morning," the man said when Amelia sat down. "Amelia, isn't it?" "It is," Amelia said, as Nora placed a full plate of food down in front of her. She was suddenly ravenous, and she began shoveling food into her mouth with as much dignity as she could muster. "Benteen," the man said, inclining his head, and he gestured to the boy sitting across from Amelia. "And, of course, you've already met Finn." Amelia gave Finn a quick nod, but her mouth was too full to reply. Finn also inclined his head, watching Amelia as she ate. He was tall and slender, and his blonde hair fell into a pair of unnerving, empty gray eyes. His sharp features were quite striking, and Amelia might have considered him attractive if it weren't for those eyes. They stared unblinkingly at her, making her feel as though he could see right through her. "It's nice to meet you," she said, after swallowing, watching both Finn and Benteen take their seats. "Thank you for helping me last night." "Of course," Finn replied. "How are you feeling?" Benteen asked. "Anything we should know about?" Amelia frowned at him, confused. "I just hurt," she said. "But I'll be all right. I grew up with 4 brothers, so I can deal with pain." Finn made a quick movement out of the corner of Amelia's eye, but when she looked at him, he was staring open-mouthed at Benteen. Benteen only raised an eyebrow. "Can you tell us what happened to you last night?" he asked. "You look like you found yourself in some trouble." Amelia placed a fork down on her plate, dabbing gingerly at her torn lip to stall for time. "Well," she began, "I came here by accident. There's this old Seat at a park near my house, and my friend fixed it." She swallowed the lump in her throat at the thought of Lars. "Fixed it?" Benteen asked, and Amelia nodded. "He's the smartest kid in my whole school, and he completely reprogrammed it. I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, but Was he the one who hurt you?" Benteen asked. "No!" Amelia gasped. She shook her head, wincing painfully. "No, that was..." She looked looked nervously around the kitchen. "That was someone else." Oh, that's so kind of you. That was someone else. "So, was your friend the one who sent you here?" Benteen asked, lacing his fingers together, and Amelia found herself becoming agitated. No, she said. I came here by accident. The Siat just started rising with me inside it. There wasn't anything I could do. She swallowed again, staring around at all of them. Nora stood back in the kitchen in front of the stove, completely unaware that one of her pots was boiling over. Finn stared at Amelia with his mouth slightly open. I passed out on the way here, Amelia continued, preferring to talk rather than sit in such an awkward silence. And when I got here, I couldn't get back because the station malfunctioned. But I have to get back. My family doesn't know I'm here, and I wasn't supposed to. Once again, Benteen and Finn exchanged looks with one another, and Amelia carefully placed both hands on either side of her plate. Nora, realizing suddenly that her pot was bubbling over, hastily lifted it from its burner as Benteen let out a heavy sigh. Amelia, he said gravely, we seem to have a problem. A problem? Amelia asked, feeling her heart flutter nervously. What problem? Well, Benteen frowned, hesitating. The fact is, you can't... There isn't... You can't be from the surface, Finn said abruptly, because everyone down there is supposed to be dead. Nora inhaled sharply, covering her mouth with a hand. She quickly removed all her pans from the stove, then wiped her hands on her apron before joining them at the table. Amelia stared in shock at all their anxious faces. Excuse me? She asked. The surface is empty, Finn said. Everyone died years ago from Solarium. Amelia gaped at him. Who told you that? She asked. But Finn didn't answer. He only stared at her with those cold gray eyes. Years ago, Benteen began after clearing his throat, once Solarium was declared a worldwide pandemic, our scientists did everything they could to try and find a cure. Ixis was the only city completely safe from infection, so it was instructed to begin pulsing in order to keep anyone from getting inside. He paused, glancing at Nora. But all of our attempts to cure Solarium failed. The surface... There was nothing we could do. Amelia blinked at him, confused. She gazed around the table, expecting to awaken at any moment. Because, of course, this was another dream. Everything that happened to her since she'd shown Soren the Siat was nothing but one enormous nightmare. Nobody moved. The kitchen was completely silent as Amelia's eyes moved from one worried face to the next, and she suddenly realized this wasn't a dream at all. But there is a vaccine, she said. Everyone on the surface has it. Me and my brothers got it when we were babies. It's the law. She lifted her hands and gestured to her eyes. Here's the proof. The gold is a side effect of the vaccine. Everyone has it. So you aren't infected? Finn asked, his gaze flickering to Benteen. Amelia gasped. Infected? No! No one has been infected for years. There are places where there have been cases of Solarium, but they're rare, and I don't think there's been a case for years. Benteen shifted in his chair, rubbing his jaw. So, everyone on the surface has eyes like yours? He asked. Amelia paused. No. Mine are different, but everyone has the gold. She shook her head, spreading her hands. Look, I don't know where you've gotten your information, but it's all wrong. The surface is full of people. How many? Finn asked eagerly, leaning forward on the table. Millions, Amelia answered, which is why it's ludicrous that you all actually believe the surface is empty. The entire city believes it, Benteen said defensively. It's all we've known. That's not entirely true, Nora said, placing a hand on Benteen's arm. There are some in this city that believe the surface isn't empty and that we aren't alone. Conspiracy theorists, Benteen said with a wave of his hand. President Covington has assured us that the surface is not yet safe for us to go back. We are to stay here until it's no longer dangerous. But it isn't dangerous, Amelia huffed. It was dangerous all those years ago, and there are still plenty of quarantine sectors that need to be leveled, but it's fine now. Your president is wrong, and I can prove he doesn't... She, interrupted Finn. Amelia rolled her eyes. I can prove she doesn't have to stay up here any longer. This chapter is good too. Goodbye forever, not really. Bye, Michael. You can catch up, I promise. She gazed around in the mall, willing them to believe her, to understand. I don't know why, but your president is lying to you, she said as she got to her feet. If you want to stay up here, that's fine, but I need to get home. She turned to Nora, who watched her with a glazed expression. Thank you so much for your hospitality, Nora. You've been so kind. Amelia then turned to Finn. I'd like you to take me back to the station now. Please. Nobody spoke until finally Finn murmured, You can't go home. What? Amelia asked. She was beginning to panic. She needed to get out of this place. Her family would be worried sick about her. Finn's eyes burned into Amelia's as Benteen and Nora watched him warily. The president knows you're here, and she wants to find you, he said. She wants to question you about why you came here. Amelia's brows furrowed in confusion. But I never meant to come here, she said. It was an accident. It doesn't matter, Finn replied. She won't let you leave. Well, unless Nora is the president, Amelia snapped, her patience wearing thin. I don't see why she has to know I'm leaving. Just take me back to the station and You can't go home, Finn said over her. She has the whole station under surveillance because of your arrival. If you go down there now, she'll catch you. But I can explain, Amelia cried. No, you can't, Finn shouted, jumping to his feet. I heard her last night, all right? She won't let you go. She has to believe me. She has to understand. She wants to kill you. Finn's voice rang through the kitchen, and Amelia gaped at him, suddenly feeling like the floor was falling away beneath her. Finn, said Nora, looking scandalized, but he ignored her. His haunting gray eyes were still on Amelia. She felt breathless. Surely this was a misunderstanding? Finn crossed his arms. She wants to find you, question you, then kill you, he said. She's keeping the surface a secret. You aren't safe here, understand? She's going to find you. Amelia looked down at the chair she sat in. She couldn't remember sitting down. How do you even know all of this? She asked in a small voice. What do you mean you heard her last night? I heard her, Finn said bitterly, because she happens to be my stepmother. I heard her talking to her chief of security about you. She said no one is supposed to know there are people on the surface, and she wants to keep it that way. He paused, his mouth forming a hard line. If you try to get inside that station, they'll arrest you. And when they do, he trailed away, his expression a mixture of anger and worry. So, I'm being held hostage? Amelia demanded. She was close to hysterics now. I can't leave this city because your president is insane? Finn looked at Benteen. We're all being held hostage, he muttered, and Amelia closed her eyes. She was stranded here, alone. And what was more, she was being hunted. Amelia swallowed, her mind reeling as the gravity of her predicament slammed into her. Finn, Nora said reprovingly, glaring at him. I expected better from you. Just look at the poor thing. Finn shook his head, his voice softer now. She has to know, he said. She isn't safe, and she never will be if she stays here. Amelia's eyes snapped open. Do you believe me? She asked, looking up at Finn. She peered around the table. Do any of you believe me? Finn said nothing. He only stared back at her while Nora and Benteen exchanged anxious looks. If anyone is going to turn me in, it's you, isn't it? Amelia said, glowering at Finn. The president's stepson? There was a pause. Then, no one is turning you in. Nora leaned forward before Finn could open his mouth, and she shook her head, pointing to the table. No, we're going to keep you safe until we can figure out how to get you home. Both Benteen and Finn looked thunderstruck, but Nora smiled, ignoring them both. Like I said before, she said, her bright eyes glittering, There are some in this city who have always believed we aren't alone. She looked anxiously at Benteen before continuing, and I happen to be one of them. Amelia felt a rush of gratitude toward Nora, almost crying with relief. They were going to help her. You never told me, Benteen began, staring uncomprehendingly at Nora, and she smacked his arm. Of course I haven't, she snorted. What would you have thought of me? The surface is supposed to be dangerous. That's what we've always been told. She got to her feet. The question is, why would Scarlet keep such a secret? And if she knows about my eyes, Amelia mumbled, she should know the vaccine caused the gold, not solarium. The kitchen fell silent once more, and Amelia tried desperately to stifle her terror and guilt. She thought of her family and their fear and worry about where she could possibly be. She thought of Penny, of Lars. If Amelia is going to stay here, and she will stay here, said Nora, staring hard at Benteen, she's going to need some clothing of her own. She can't just stay in my old pajamas. For goodness sake, I'm at least 3 sizes bigger than she is. We're going to have to do something about your hair and your eyes, too, Finn added. Red hair isn't that common. Amelia had never dyed her hair before in her life. She'd never wanted to. She loved her auburn hair. It was her favorite physical trait she shared with her mother. I'll take her out to get some things, Nora said, moving around the table to take Benteen's empty plate. I have an old hat she can wear to hide her hair. It's a little outdated, but it should work just fine. She smiled at Amelia. We'll stop by Mad Drab while we're out, too. It's a costume party shop, and it has every color of hair dye you can imagine. We'll find something that suits you. Benteen was still staring at Nora in amazement, his jaw slack. He still looked dazed from finding out that his own wife was a conspiracy theorist. Don't they carry those eye drops, too? He finally asked slowly, tapping a finger to his chin. What are those called? Illuminize, Finn said, snapping his fingers. They have every color of those, too. If anyone saw your eyes, word would get around pretty fast. Amelia nodded, then winced as she shifted in her chair. She closed her eyes, breathing deeply. When she opened them, Finn watched her from the corner of his eye. I'm fine, she murmured, reaching up to touch her lip, but she felt close to tears. How had she gotten herself into such a mess? Really, I'm fine. She expected Finn to argue with her, to ask what really happened to her the night before. She expected him to tell her that, no, she clearly wasn't fine because she was being hunted. But Finn didn't do any of those things. He merely shrugged and looked away from her, watching Benteen and Nora talk quietly with one another. Sure you are, he said softly. You're also a terrible liar. Amelia only scowled at him. Katie's here! Chapter 7, done. Oh, did Jordachi catch everybody up? This chapter is very confusing when you haven't heard the whole thing. Yeah, yes, it is true. Girl goes on a date with hot boy, takes boy to cart, then boy gets touchy, girl gets beat up by boy. No, girl beats up boy and escapes with cart that gets sent to city in the sky. Sky thinks people service are dead. Oh no. I will start Disappointed Granny when I start my game. No, I mean, the chapter that you just heard, that kind of sort of spoiled things anyway. I actually think, okay, what did Katie say? I actually think Jordachi was just giving you a mini catch up so you aren't as lost on this particular chapter. Yeah, there weren't really any spoilers in Jordachi's catch up. It was just kind of what has happened. But like I said, if you want to listen to all the chapters, they're at the beginning of all my streams over the last couple weeks. I don't think you. Oh my gosh, it's Michael! There he is! Zybotch. All right. Can you be a mod again? Yes, I will make you a mod. I don't know if I can actually do that while I'm live, but I do need mods for sure. Oh, Michael, a whole new world. You get to do channel points now. Go ahead, try a command. Just try it. So Katie, I just announced that I'm quitting Restream. I actually think I'm gonna make a video on Restream and put it on YouTube because I want people to know what the pros and cons. There you go. There you go. We all got COVID, yo. Because we had this conversation last night, and I've been thinking about it for a while. So anyway, I just broke the news. Michael was very sad. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But let me switch over to my in-game. Oh, what the heck? Why was that? Ugh. Apparently, that was up on both. Okay, so I have never really been able to catch anything in my mouth, but we'll see, because I'm supposed to catch... Oh, and I need to change my stream information real quick and turn off my music. Let me edit my stream info really quick.
Hey, I
did it! Oh, somebody just followed me. Oh, thanks, Michael.
We can hang out or something.
Final Fantasy Remake. I love that little ditty. Fantasy VII. I did it! Did you guys see that? I did it! It's just gonna keep coming. So many. So many. Okay. How did I typed the I. Sorry, that was me. What just happened? I feel like things just abrupt chaos. All of a sudden, everything was just chaos. I was typing something and I typed I, and then it triggered that on OBS. Okay, I'm gonna do Disappointed Granny. Oh. I feel like I'm terrible at Disappointed Granny. I also feel like I'm terrible at the accent I have for Bentine. I didn't think about me reading it aloud until like after I'd published it, and then when I suddenly realized I was gonna have to do the audiobook, I was like, oh no! I'm gonna have to actually come up with an accent. I'm just gonna be terrible. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. So good to have you. I will make you mod. Okay. Gotta be a disappointed granny. I'm gonna start my timer. I'm gonna run around and I'm gonna try and catch chocolate chips in my mouth, even though I'll be. Oh, this is good. Kind of. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, I don't have. Oh no! Oh no! I changed all my materia for leveling, and now everybody's terrible. Okay, hold on. Ah, dang it! Lame. I need to turn this on. There we go. Memories. Memories! Ugh. I don't like this area. This area is terrible. How much did I... 48? 48 AP? That's all? Ah! 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 That's my pew. I'm a good Christian woman, but you're sitting in my pew. I know people like that. They're not practicing what they preach. That's my pew. Get out of my pew. Beauty school. That's really how my grandma said it. Beauty school? Why would you ever want to go to beauty school? Beauty school is just a bunch of gum chewing, bubble popping girls. They're high school dropouts. Granny. Okay. Oh, let me see. Yes, yes, yes. All fire. Revive, restore, earth. I guess we'll go to the gold saucer. Oh no! I guess we'll fight again. Beauty school chemical fumes would eat your brain. That's probably fair. Probably. No, they wouldn't.
Because I'm not happy about anything, so no, they wouldn't. Disappointed Granny isn't happy with anything. You want to go to beauty school?
No, I don't want to go to beauty school.
Well, why not? You should go to beauty school.
But you just said,
I know what I said. Let's go to the Gold Saucer. How much money do I have? I have enough.
Granny sounds like a game builder.
Ah! Beauty school. Everything here is expensive. They charge you to save your game, and it's stupid.
Did my timer go already? Okay. They do. They charge your game. They charge you to save. Because, like a true, like, wouldn't Disney? I mean, come on. 5 GP. I don't have GP. Okay. 3,000 gil for one pass. Lame. GP can only be redeemed in games in Wonder Square and at Chocobo races. How do I even get GP? Okay, here we are. We're on the hunt for Sephiroth, and Aerith is like, wow, let's have fun! I know this isn't the right time to do this. And then, of course, Barrett is, like, super bummed out because everybody in his hometown were basically, like, beating up on him. And she's like, hey, Barrett, cheer up. Let's go to the Chocobo races. Aerith is tactless. Totally tactless. Go to beauty school for cheap cornrows. That's what I did. Sometimes beauty schools are great for, like, cheap, like, for men's haircuts, I think beauty schools are great. But... And I've gotten haircuts at beauty schools too, but like going to get like facials at a beauty school or pedicures or something, it depends on the school, honestly. I think he's mad. Well, duh. Y'all are just savage. Let's have fun at the Gold Saucer and let Barrett just lick his wounds. Okay, where are we going? Are we going somewhere? No, I don't want to go together. Red, why don't you come with me, buddy? Heck yeah, let's go, Red. Let's go to that. What is it? Isn't there like a play or something? The event square, speed square, round square. Okay, ghost square, battle square, wonder square. Is this where you get the best limit break and the best summon? I spent so much time here to get both. Oh, that is true. Wait. I don't know about the summon, but I know, yes, I think this is the only way you can get Cloud's final limit break before... you'll have it automatically at the very, very end of the game, but you can get it early by coming here. But it is a pain to get. I remember doing the same thing. I remember... I'm just gonna go... Oh, I don't have GP. Crap. Shall you be writing this evening? Yes, I shall. No, I shan't. That's so great. Okay, I think you can get it at the Wonder Square? Oh, this is some of the best music in the game. Hey, you! What are you looking so down for? Okay, slightly confused on Katsi. I'm not really sure. Like, the big white thing is a toy, right? Is the cat real or is he a robot? Want me to read your future? The name's Katsi. Yeah, the battle game here, and then the Chocobo racing and breeding. Good thing we had unlimited time as kids. And Dimium, did you say earlier, I played this as a kid, but never fully through. Then one summer when I had nothing to do, I spent a few days playing, went through the whole game. Aw, yeah. The parade is as far as I got in this game. Then I stopped playing for some reason. The parade? What parade? We'll keep you, Katsi. Whatever. You can only read the future? You kidding? I can find missing things, missing people, anything. Then can you tell me where a man named Sephiroth is? Sephiroth! Right! Okay, here goes. Ordinary luck. I never use Kotzi. I like him. Like, he's a cool little thing, but I can't tell. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue? Forget it. Like, sped up fortune telling. Read it out loud, Cloud. What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear. Oh my gosh, that's true. I don't know if it's good or bad. That's the first time I ever got something like this. Well, if I don't see how this turns out, I'll never be able to rack. So I'm going with you. That's it? That's it. He just comes with you? I forgot about that. Okay. Kotzi. Oh, look, there are people. What is... Oh, this is... Okay, this is what I thought. This is the Wonder Square. How do you win GP? Oh, I think you can play weird little games. Oh. Mog House. Kotzi is a robotic talking cat. In Final Fantasy VII, he rides on the back of an unnamed robotic Moogle. Oh, that's what that white thing is supposed to be? A Moogle? Oh, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. I think the basketball game is the best way to get JP. Basketball game. What is the basketball game? Is the basketball game not in here? I cannot control Cloud for the life of me when it is sped up. Wow. Crystal Fortune. G-Bike. G-Bike. Where is the basketball game? Isn't this where it's supposed to be? Or was it in the other room? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here, to be honest. Oh, Super Dunk. Hold down A to gain strength, release A to shoot. Sure. Wow, that was terrible. That's all I get for 200 gil? Wow. Oh my gosh, Jordachi, wow! That is so kind of you. You didn't have to do that. That's so nice of you. You like my Gravity Falls gift? Money! That's Grunkle Stan for you. Hold on. I don't even think I'm supposed to be earning GP yet. I don't think so. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do, but You go on a date with one of your party members. I do remember that. I do remember that as well. Can I go on a date with Red? I think every time I've played this game, it has always been Aerith. Always. I don't think I've ever been here. For reservations, please step up to the counter. No, this is not where I want to be. Shop? Y'all, I would stay here. Look at this freaking little guy. Look at these ghosts. Chess ghosts. Always Aerith, never Tifa. Tifa, see? Oh, what? Can you buy stuff in here? I have never been in here before. Okay. I remember you end up here at some point. Charlotte would love staying in a hotel like that. Chocobo, maybe? Jordachi, that was so nice of you. I picked Tifa back the day, but I don't think you can pick, though. I think they just give you... Somebody comes to your door. Oh, this music brings back memories. Oh, man. The Chocobo breeding. What I want to know is how anybody figured out how to breed Chocobos on their own. I could only do it with a guide. There was no way for me to figure it out on my own. There's some Chocobo nut that... like, you find on an island somewhere? What? I don't remember this. They're all shot. This wasn't... Oh, okay, I remember now. Whoa, for a second I was like, I don't remember this at all. Oh, man. Like how he's wearing like a Speedo. Hurry and run. It's gonna get ugly. Oh, shoot. Are we doing this? Dio. Getting gold chocobo sucks a lot. It takes, sucks, LOL. It takes forever, but Knights of the Round, one shot, 2 of the 3 final bosses, and it suddenly felt worth it. That is true. That is true. Oh, we don't actually fight these. Cloud. Hey, pay attention! Do it. Do it! Oh, that's right. We get, like, banished. A desert prison. Corel prison. That's right. That's right. That's right. Good thing it one-shots because it takes ages. I have beat Ruby Weapon one time. I've done all the extras. I wouldn't say I 100%ed the game necessarily. No. I haven't 100%ed the game, but I have done the whole Knights of the Round, Phoenix, all that business with Ruby Weapon one time. Oh, well, look who it is. Did you? Stay back! This is something I gotta deal with. Just leave me alone. That's one of your friends? He sure looks dangerous. Oh, man. Oh, what? Is he dead too? Holy crap. Is this where the cactuar... Oh, okay. No, we have cutscene... Oh, dang it. Oh, no! And we have a mugger, a bandit, or whatever his name is. He's gonna steal stuff. Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Oh. Crap, he's gonna... Yep, yes. I can't do this on sped up. I cannot keep up with what's happening. The Eden summon in Final Fantasy VIII has like 3 minutes animation too. Squaresoft was all about long summon animations back in the 90s. That is nice. That is what's nice about... Oh, Mini. What? That's what's nice about the speeding up is Knights of the Round. It goes like this. Super fast. My brother sent me a video when he was beating Ruby Weapon with Knights of the Round. And it was like... It was so fast. Wow, it was so fast. What's down here? What? Oh, there's nothing in there. I was gonna... What was I even gonna say? Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Crap, they're gonna steal all my business. Oh, crap. 340 gil? I hate everything. Leather glove? I hate you all! Man! I suck at this. I never beat the weapon in the desert, but I beat the one underwater with all lucky 7s and Knights of the Round spamming. I beat the one underwater only with the underwater materia. I know you can do it without the underwater materia, but I think I beat him with the underwater materia. Did I just level up? I think I did. Yes, okay. I'm gonna try and catch this with in my mouth. Dang it! Where did it go? Get another one. Yeah! I did it! I think that's the first time I've done that in years. Wow, I am amazed. That's amazing. Okay, wait. The best enemy skill was around this point? How do I not have enemy skill? Where do you get enemy skill? Oh, that only took me 2 tries. That wasn't so bad. I don't want to be mugged. Okay, you guys aren't so bad. Manipulation. You control opponent's movements. Oh, I didn't mean to... Okay. Gosh dang it. Can I steal anything from you guys? Nope. Do I not have... Katsi, I don't know. Maybe Katsi is great, and I just don't know, because I never use him. I'm not really sure. I think Tifa can be built in a certain way that you can one-shot everything. She's the character speedrunners use. I'll tell you what, in the remake, she is heckin' fast. She's so fast. I actually really love using her in the remake, because she's so fast. Her movements are so speedy. But in this, I don't love Tifa in this. How about that sunken ship, the Gelnica? When you finally come across it, you're so weak and everything in there kicks your trash. But it's worth it because then you get two time double cut? Is it double cut? I think. Why is this man following me? I'm uncomfortable. Yes. You get enemy skill materia in Midgar, I think, since I remember using it right outside Midgar. Oh, what? Did I miss it? I mean, I know there are multiples. Why? Ha ha ha. What are all these clown shoes doing? Okay. Oh, all right, so you can fight here as well. Oh, crap. Mithril Saber? Did he make out with my Mithril Saber? Oh my gosh, I'm so angry about that. No, he didn't. Not that that matters, but still. I got it back? Okay, I didn't notice. When it is sped up, man, I don't notice a dang thing. Okay, I need to heal my people. Hold on. Don't I have... Oh, no, I do not. Okay. So, because Cloud and Barret both have weapons that have double growth, I did a little bit of grinding last night, and I moved my materia around, and I got most of my materia at least leveled to, like, level 2. So, I have to change that back. I'm gonna, what? Poison, sense, okay. That's better. All lightning. Yes. Cure 2. And cure 1. We're moving up in the world of HP. Oh, man. I remember you get the nuclear weapon from the big snake after Midgar. Beta was the name. You get a weapon from the snake? I remember coming back and fighting the snake. Like, way after I was so far above its level. I think it took me, like, 1 hit, and it was... Or, like, 2 hits once you get double cut. One of the best run-throughs, or, like, playthroughs of this game was when I, like, completely leveled all my guys up. Double cut to quadruple cut, all that stuff. Before I... Oh, that's right. There was some goon hanging out behind the couch. Oh, the enemy skill. But Big Guard was the one I used all the time. It was so useful. Thanks for being here, Jordachi. And thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. I feel like words don't even come close to expressing. Hey, that's Cloud's line. It's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved. Blah, blah, blah. This is so sad. I was just watching the scene from... I just watched an episode of Gravity Falls yesterday. And this reminds me... See, there's another man that got a gun grafted into one of his arms. It was 4 years ago. And this reminds me of that scene when Mabel's like, oh, this story is so sad. I know what you two broken teacups need. To hug it out. Hug it out. Hug train coming into the station. Hugapalooza. Yeah, bad situation. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Dine? Can anybody confirm how to pronounce that? That's so awful. When I think I've said this before, but when I was writing my book, I would come up with all of these things for my villain, and I'd be like, no, nobody's that mean. Nobody's that heartless. Honestly, anything you can write, anything you can come up with. Old man! There are pretty awful people out there. Shinra. And there's Scarlet. Wow, yeah, their aim is terrible. Here it comes. This is how Barrett got his gun arm. So Marlene is Dine's, not Barrett's. Boom. Lost his arm. Maybe I have used beta. I really like Trine. I think you get that from the Materia Keeper. I think. There's actually a bug that I named the Materia Keeper because it looks so much like the boss in this game. It's the only thing I can really describe it as. Barrett had a gun on his arm. No, I was going to say he had a gun on his arm before Samus made it cool, but that is not true. Samus came around long before Barrett ever did. That's why he's so angry with Shinra. Oh, we're going to fight Dine. I remember that now. I gotta apologize to Dine before I can rest in peace. Cloud has a good heart. He may be kind of a child, mentally. I mean, he's still what? He was 16 when he joined Soldier, so he's still kind of mentally like 16 years old, but he's got this cool exterior, but he really has a really good heart. They did a good job with him in the remake, my opinion. His voice actor was chef's kiss. Like I had a major crush for a while. I'll admit it was fine. He's pretty. I did tell Charlotte one time though, I was like, well, he kind of looks like a girl. And Charlotte was like, what? What do you mean? And I was like, well, look at him, he's pretty. So then she kept telling Andrew that Cloud was a girl. And I was like, no, he's not a girl. He just kind of looks like a girl. And Andrew was like, why are you confusing our child? I was like, well, he's completely hairless other than his hair on his head and his eyebrows. And he just has a pretty face. He looks like a girl. For heaven's sake, he even dresses like one for one scene. And he pulls it off really well because he already looks like a girl. Okay. Oh, Barrett, you need to be healed. I'm gonna need to give him like a whole setup, right? When do we even find Dine? I remember as a kid, I wanted to look like Squall from Final Fantasy VIII so bad. That hair, you know what? I remember seeing, okay, so I've never played Final Fantasy VIII, but I do remember seeing the ad for it and seeing the pictures, and I was head over heels for Squall. Are you kidding? Oh, that mopiness. I know, it sells. It totally sells. I don't know what it is about these boys. Brooding boys. The brooding boys. It sells really well. Oh, crap. Don't I have... Oh, dang it. Yeah, you're all gonna die. Yeah! Don't steal any more of my stuff. Don't steal my crap. My crap is my crap. I want you to steal anyway. But I never actually played Final Fantasy VIII, so honestly, I don't really know. I don't know what kind of character he was, but I can only imagine that he was kind of like Cloud. A couple years back, I started playing Final Fantasy VIII, and I thought, stop being such an angsty teenager, Squall. Well, that's kind of like when you're, okay, well, maybe not. I don't know how many of you felt this way, but I remember as a young kid being like, oh my gosh, I love these Disney princesses, and like Ariel, she's a strong young woman, and she knows what she wants. Oh, okay, I go. And now I watch it, and I'm like, Ariel, sit down and shut up. You're 15. You are a child. Daddy, I love him. No, you're a child. I did it again! Wow, that is amazing. Look at my elbow. That's what my sister said. I was trying to give her a high five, and she was like, look at my elbow. Man, I thought for sure there would be freaking chocolate chips all over this floor. So where do we find Dine? Okay, you guys aren't so bad. Oh, Red needs some, what is it? An ether? No. An ether? Is that what gives you magic? No, I can't remember. Oh no! Whoa, that took a lot of life. Holy moly. I played Final Fantasy IX, and I do remember liking the lead in that one. The kid with the monkey tail. What was his name? Like Zane or Zale or can't remember. Okay. Where? Oh no! Crap! I hate this. Oh. Fire. Hold up. Okay, I don't care if you steal money. Money is fine, but I don't want you to steal any of my, like, stuff. I don't want you to steal any of my... Yeah, like, all my equipment. Hey, Joby's online. My brother's online. Okay. I need it. I'm gonna use a tent. And I'm gonna save. I don't know where we go find Dine. I can't remember. Oh, there's another treasure box over there. Oh. Oh, we have a bar. Okay. You gotta buy something. Oh, you can buy things. I will buy another tent that I just used. Great. Hey, it's Scorpio! Is it a snow day over there too? We just got word that school is canceled tomorrow. Yay! I was just telling everybody that I literally have not been able to keep Charlotte in school for a whole week since before Christmas break. Because of allergies or sickness or whatever. I just can't. She has not been in attendance for a full week since Christmas break. It's ridiculous. I don't want to be mugged again. How do you... Mr. Coates? This reminds me of Thor Ragnarok. You got like this junk place, and then you have like the head honcho, right? No, I'm not going up yet. I think I will go up sometime, but today is not that day. Where do I find Dine? I cannot remember. Everything here is canceled, except my 2 dogs' vet appointments. Well, I mean, that's important. Your doggos. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is where the only thing can I go in here? Nope. Okay. Can I go like... Ow. Who the heck is that guy? Whoa. Where am I going? Nowhere. I don't think this is the right direction. Is this where you fight the cactuar that has like the 1,000 needle? Oh, yeah. Oh. This is where I want to be, pretty sure. The roads were the worst I've encountered. I have 4-wheel drive and it was useless. Ooh, scary. Wow, that's frightening. Okay, wait. I think I need to like set up Barrett. Oh, this order is not going to work. No way. I have to have Barrett in the middle. It's just how I roll. Okay. Let's exchange. Barrett needs. Oh, he has all. Why did I do that? No, he doesn't need revive. He doesn't even need all. And he's doesn't need long range. Earth, fire, cure. Lightning. It would be great if I could poison Dine, I say, as his best friend. Lightning, fire, ice. You know what? I'm gonna give him Shiva because I think she's almost leveled up to level 2, actually. Well, at least this cold snap isn't supposed to last nearly as long. Well, I don't know about you guys. I'm talking as if you're in Texas and you're not. But last year, our winter freeze, when the roads were completely iced over and nobody could go anywhere, it was like a couple inches of ice on the roads outside our house. It lasted for almost 2 weeks, and we couldn't go anywhere. We eventually ventured out and actually walked to the gas station just to get out of the house. And Charlotte slipped on the ice 3 times and was really upset about it. She slipped because she wouldn't hold on to her hands, and she said she could walk by herself, and then she slipped every single time. And she was really, really salty about it. She cried and cried, and I was like, sweetheart, you just have to hold on to our hands. She was really upset. And I shouldn't laugh, but it was actually very funny. Here he is. This is so sad. I think this is an important reminder of this story of Dine and what happened with Barrett and Dine and how Shinra burned down their city and all that stuff. I think this is an important example of the fact that terrible things can happen in our lives and nobody is exempt from having horrible things happen in their life. But ultimately, as difficult as it is, we do have a choice as to whether we're going to move on from it or we're going to let it consume us. And Dine lets it consume him. I don't blame him. I don't blame people for doing that. But it's just an example and a reminder of the fact that, like, cancer discriminates for no one. It doesn't discriminate for anybody, or doesn't discriminate at all. Cancer can affect anyone. Hardship can affect anyone. And realistically, we're all just a couple disasters away from being, like, on the rock bottom. He lost his wife. It's Eleanor's voice, begging me not to hate your rotten guts. But at least Marlene is safe. And see, he even has Marlene, and he still chooses to... And I don't say that to minimize anybody's suffering. I truly, truly feel my heart goes out to anybody that is suffering from horrible, horrible misdeeds from other people or anything like that. It's really hard. Nobody is exempt from suffering in this life. It's really sad. Because I want to destroy everything. And I know people like this too, that when something terrible happens, they just want to take the whole world down with them. No, but Marlene is alive. He found Marlene. Yes, she's still alive. Then I guess you and me gotta fight. See, this is where he gets kind of crazy. His wife died, and so he's like, I gotta take Marlene to her. And Barrett's like, you're insane. Oh, that's awful. That's so awful. He's basically a husk. So awful. Okay, I don't want to speed this up. I'm gonna poison you, maybe. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if poison really works on bosses. Well, it didn't work the way I intended it to, but it still hurt him. I just need to do that a couple more times. A+ graphics. Let's just call it what it is. That takes a lot of MP. Okay, okay. What is your weakness, Din? 232. Okay. So lightning was 232. Man. That shading. I actually like this more than Final Fantasy VIII in-game characters. Oh, is that it? Oh, wow. He didn't prove... Well, I guess he's human. He is human. That wasn't a very long fight. I forgot about that. Yeah, he had a little egghead. This part is so awful. I didn't just lose an arm back then. I lost something irreplaceable. I don't know where it went wrong. Din, I don't know either, man. Is this the only way we can resolve this? I told you, I want to destroy everything. That would be really hard to live with. Think about it, Barrett. How old was Marlene back then? Even if I did go see her, she wouldn't even know me. And what's more, Barrett, my hands are too stained to carry her anymore. Oh, this hits so differently as a parent. Oh, gosh. Like, as a kid, you're like, wow, this is really sad. But as a parent... Marlene's 4. Okay. Don't you ever make her cry. That's awful. Somebody has to carry her. Marlene is darling in the remake. They did a really good job with Darlene. With Marlene. Yes. I want to get out of here. That boy. That boy. I am home. Am home. Final Fantasy VII is home. It is home. I gotta win the Chocobo race. How far is the remake? I remember they released Midgar earlier. The remake is the remake stops after you right when you leave Midgar. That's where the remake stops. And it's like 60 hours long too. They really dragged it out. And I'm annoyed because they could have cut out the whole chapter with Jesse and they could have added more to the end. I think they should have extended it to, I think you should have gotten the Chocobos, crossed the marsh, and made it to, honestly, they could have made you go to Junon, and then they could have ended it at Junon, but they ended it at Midgar, and they ended it with a weird ending, really weird ending. A female that plays Final Fantasy VII. Never seen this before. I don't know how many females that play Final Fantasy VII, but I've played this game 5 times? I love this game. It's probably I think it's one of my top 5. Isn't that what I said? Gru asked me a while ago, and I can't even remember what I said for my top 5. I think I said Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy VII, Breath of the Wild, Super Metroid, and Hollow Knight. I think those were my top 5. That's right. I gotta win a Chocobo race. Red's like, you're right. Cloud should do it. It would look weird with me being on a Chocobo. I think that's probably wise. I don't even know if a Chocobo could carry Barrett. Although Chocobos in the remake are quite big. They're really big. But so is Barrett. Barrett is huge. Dat boy, what kind of games do you like to play? Obviously, you're a Final Fantasy VII fan. Esther. All right, let's go race them Chocobos. Let's get out of here. Imagine Katsi on a Chocobo, like a tower of animals. I have that image of the scene in Aladdin when the Sultan is like putting all the animals on top of each other. Have any of you seen... Oh, shoot, she asked me a question and I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Oh, I do need this. I need to know what I'm doing. Okay. Auto or manual. This lets you control the Chocobo yourself or let it run on its own. Then you're stuck. Most of the Chocobos I have are mellow and you should be able to handle them. Unless you're riding, press Y to speed up, press A to slow down. Okay, that makes sense. If you go faster than the Chocobo can handle, it will quickly lose stamina. As a boy growing up in Jamaica, this was my game so much that I have a 6-year-old son named Cloud. Do you really? I've always been curious what people name their kids, like what gamers name their kids. Cloud is like one of my faves. Have you ever played the remake? They did a great job. For the most part. They took some poetic license, to be sure. But I thought the remake was great. I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. This game stole my heart when I was a child. Okay, so I remember playing Mortal Kombat as a kid, and I remember being freaked out because I thought it was too gory. Which makes me laugh. That just shows you how much of a weenie I am. Big weenie. I actually just text messaged my sister last night, and I said, so, are you sure I probably couldn't play The Last of Us? And she was like, oh no, you could not play The Last of Us. No way. She said, not only is it scary and intense, but it's gory. And that's just not my thing. I can't do it. I can't. Nope. I did Google like one of the zombie creatures or whatever, and I remember being like, nope, I'm gonna nope out of that really fast. No way. He should do well. Yes. Oh, I don't want to speed this up. Oh no! Okay, so I'm on automatic. So I can't control my... Oh no. Please bless that I win. This Chocobo racing track is cracked out. This is the most psychedelic thing. Okay, He's gonna use all his stamina. I gotta just pace myself. I am not gonna win this race. There's no way. Oh, maybe I will. Oh. Oh, would you look at that? Oh no. Now he's how close are they? He is gonna slow way down here in a minute. Slow down, buddy. Just take it easy. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Shoot, he used up all his stamina. Oh, I'm never gonna make it. Oh no! Oh no. Oh, we're almost there. The kayak canoe up in the corner. We're so close! Oh, shoot! Darn, 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 darnity darn. I shouldn't have had it on automatic. Oh, look at my bird. He's so sad. I got last place. Shoot, I don't think I've ever done that before. L and R builds your stamina back up? Really? How did I not know that? Look at me. Oh man, too bad. I need to do this again, please. Because apparently I really suck at this. I don't feel like I've ever lost that before. Wow. Okay. L and R. Got it. Got it. Okay. Yes, I do remember how to ride. She probably explained that, and I... Okay. Not automatic. Manual. We're just gonna pace ourselves. Yeah, you run yourself ragged. They went easy on me. Look at that. All the other chocobos. They're way behind me. They were like, oh, this girl. She's struggling. Let's help her out. I mean, I can't just stay at the gold saucer forever. Thank you, Squeenix. I want to overtake this pink one. Yeah. See you later. Ever beat Emerald? I did beat Emerald, but I only did it with the underwater materia. I never did it without it. One time I played through the game, I played all the way to the very, very end, and there's that place in the not the cavern, the crater. It's like a marsh, and there are multiple baddies in there that give you insane amounts of AP for your materia. And when you have Cloud's, what is it called? When you have his, is it Ragnarok or something that has triple growth? And then I think Sid has a weapon that also has triple growth. I went through and leveled all my guys to the absolute maximum. I leveled up all my materia, everything. Had I been at that point and gone back to do Emerald, I probably could have done him in the time limit without actually using the underwater materia, but I never did. A letter? Boy, if you're reading this letter, then you must have won. I know you earned it. I'm granting you and your friends full pardon and setting you all free. Yay! Oh, and he gives me a car. Yeah. A buggy! Oh, we're off to Cosmo Canyon. It's one of my favorite places. I recently met Sephiroth. I'll bet he's pretty popular with boys your age. Why don't you get his autograph? He was heading toward Gongaga. I can read. South of the river. Thanks, Esther. Can you fight in a buggy? Like, do you run into baddies in a buggy? Apocalypse. Oh, thank you, DeLife. Thank you so much. How are you? Welcome. Is that Gongaga right there? But there's a trick to skip fights. On the Switch there is, yes. Oh, so you answered my question. You said yes. Oh, well, great. Okay. Oh gosh, can you imagine fighting these things? Can you imagine living in a world where you're like, yeah, there are these giant praying mantis things that, oh, I don't like speeding up fights because I can't keep straight what's going on. Oh yeah, and in a forest over there somewhere, there are these giant mantis things that are bigger than you. Oh, Cloud has stopped. You know what I should probably do? I should probably give red long range, maybe? Wow, that fight took longer. Get the enemy skill in the desert. Big guard. I need enemy skill anyway. Can I get back into Midgar? Where can I get an enemy skill? Why am I walking? Oh, it's a cutscene. These scenes are utterly ridiculous. Hey, Rude, who do you like? Oh. What are you getting so embarrassed about? Come on, who do you like? Tifa. That's a tough one. Poor Elena. Yeah, these conversations are ridiculous. What are they talking about? Let's speed all of this up. Aqualung, you mean? Aqualung. Big guard is on the beach. Man. I think in all my time of enemy skill, I feel like I've only found like 4 or 5. I remember Trine, and I remember L4 Suicide, which rarely works. Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna fight? Because I don't think I put all my materia back when I took it all from Barrett. Crap! Oh no! D-Life, I see you're definitely on my level. See, you meet amazing people through streaming. I didn't do anything. What am I supposed to say? Give me something to pronounce. Out of our way. Unless, is that where I'm supposed to wear the thing? No, that's Watchmouth. Crap, am I really supposed to fight these guys? Son of a half troll! Dang it. I am wildly unprepared. Oh, I can't use all. Crap. Yeah, cool, great. Cloud doesn't have any magic. That is fantastic. Oh no! Is that a city in New York? Syndectony? No. Synecty? Wow. Wow. Syndecty. I feel like I've heard this. Synectony. Synecty. I literally have this game on your phone. Really? Can you play like this original one on the phone, on mobile? Oh man, I need to heal. Wow, wow, wow. No, no. I'm gonna throw it. Oh no! Crap! Dang it! Son of a crap! Well, let me at least heal myself. Shoot, I was so unprepared for this. I don't even remember the last time I saved. Oh, crap. If I die... Darn, darnity darn. Time to get serious. Oh, I have a summon. Oh, we'll use a summon. Oh, shoot. And I will speed it up. Oh, dang it, I don't. Only 400? Really? Synecdoche. Wow. I never would have. Nope. Okay, we did it. We did it. Cowards. Run away. I don't think you actually ever kill any of them, do you? Oh, I leveled up Barrett. Obviously, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Synecdoche. Senochi. I actually like Senochi. Synecdoche, New York is a movie by Andy Kaufman. That's what I thought. So is it an actual city or is it just a movie? Synecdoche. Wow, I am great at pronouncing things. Okay. All right, here goes. 3 for 3! Wow! I'm amazed. No, actually that was 2 for 2 because I guess I missed the first one. Fairy tale. I do remember that they are coming out with like a type of remake type of thing for mobile, but it's supposed to come out this year, I think. And it's actually the Final Fantasy VII remake we all really wanted. It's the same story, exact same story, but it's all, at least from what I can gather, but it's all updated graphics and it's kind of more anime style, but Snake Dochi. You got the good drop. What good drop? I'm eating chocolate chips whenever I level my people. Okay. Let's do some exchanging material, shall we? Okay, red has all lightning, fire, ice, steel. The fairy tale. Oh, I got the good drop. What is a fairy tale? Is that a weapon? I don't think I've ever gotten that before. The other was an X potion. Yay! I guess X potions can come in handy in a pinch. I'm gonna give red earth. I'm gonna give Barrett steel. What does Cloud have? I want all. Restore. He has Ifrit, right? Sense. I don't really use sense, but I'm throwing it on there just to level it, maybe? Oh, it's an Eris weapon. Oh, this sounds... Okay, that does sound familiar. I'm gonna give Barrett long range. And put him back. Wait, doesn't he have the same attack power from the back row because he's already long range? Oh, I am cold. Oh, I gave Barrett revive. Somebody needs revive. There's gonna be an ad in 4 minutes, and I am sorry. I don't want sense. No, I don't. I'll give you revive. Oh, I have another all. I will do...
I think you're really cool.
Thanks for following me, D-Life.
Maybe we can
How long do I usually stream for? Today it's kind of all over the place. Normally on Thursdays I stream from about noon to 3 Central Time. Do about 3 hours on Thursdays, and then on Tuesdays and Sunday nights I do anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. But school was canceled today, so my 7-year-old is home, so I could probably stream for a little longer if I really wanted to. My husband's home with her. All fire. Right? Yes. Okay, he has all fire. What does red have? All lightning. And Cloud. Oh. Cloud has what? Lurking. I love my lurkers. Bless you all. Okay, poison, lightning, fire. I'm gonna give... Do I have 2 restores? I do. Okay. So then I'm gonna give you lightning, and then I will give you... sense. What else do I give Cloud? I don't even know. I don't have enough. I need another ice. That's what I need. I have 2 fires. I need another ice. Oh, and red has an empty slot too. What? Can red cure people? Nope. I will give you a restore. And then I will give Cloud a steal. Might as well level it. I'm not sure if after all this, if I will go through and do the whole like gold chocobo deal, because it does take a long time. Maybe I'll do it off stream. Maybe I'll do it off stream and then one stream I'll be like, we're gonna beat the weapons today! That would be fun. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. And then, question. I know Gru told me this a while ago, but if Barrett is on the back row, doesn't he already have the same attack power as if he had long range? Because he's already long range? Or does he still need long range if he's in the back row? Because I actually thought I would put red in the back row. I don't know. Whoa, okay. Wow. You are weird. The bestiary in this game is bonkers. There's so many weird things you come across. Wow. What is it? It's called a heavy tank. That is true, actually. What is your question, that boy? Why does anyone need to be in the back row? Well, because certain like melee attacks aren't as powerful. Man, like that one. If you're in the back row, you're farther away. So, at least that's my understanding. I know when you first get Aerith, dang it, she starts in the back row. Oh, somebody's got a limit. Oh, yeah. Sayonara. 2 people have limits. Is this gonna kill him? Nope. Okay. Oh, no. Is Cloud dead? Oh, almost. Oh, he didn't have... He's still not dead! What? Holy cow. I thought for sure that would take care of him. I was wrong. Wow, okay. Technically, if you're in the back row, you're kind of safer. Kind of. Did you get a materia here? Oh man, run. This isn't any good either. You only get junky materia from junky reactors. Big, large, huge materia. You seen any? Oh, Scarlet. She is quite the specimen in the remake. She is quite the... wow. Who did my sister say? My sister has a theory, and I'm sure this is probably a theory not just for my sister, but she said there's a theory that she thinks Reeve is the one that's controlling Katsi. I never thought about that before. Oh man, you again? We're just firing. Woohoo! Is that 2 chocolate chips? For materia and for a party member? Okay, there's another one. Yeah! That's 4! Yes! I can count. I'm seriously amazed. I've never been able to catch anything in my mouth by tossing it up in the air like that. Wow. He is. It's explained when he steals the black mat. Oh, black materia. Oh, so that's not like a conspiracy or like a fan fiction or something? I thought it was like a... This is what I think. I mean, I knew he's obviously the... I know he's the mole, but I didn't know if that was... I couldn't remember if he was actually being controlled by Reeve or not. Y'all, I need to heal my people. Let's do that right now. And then I'm going to have to use the bathroom really quick because I just drank that whole Dr. Pepper. Nobody needs cure 2. What I need are ethers. No. What I need is a tent. Where the heck am I going? Oh, that's right. Is this Gungaga? Yep, we just passed that. We were in it, actually. Let me run to the bathroom really fast. I will be right back. You guys can listen to this lovely music. This lovely, nostalgic, sad music. It is cold here. The video game swallowed Susie. It's me. I'm back. Thanks for being here, Endymion. I always appreciate it so much. You did what now? I'm gonna say congratulations, even though I don't know what you did, but it sounds exciting. It sounds great. I'm glad you were productive. Thank you for being here. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Oh, I guess I can turn this off. Stay safe. Stay warm. That glow in your eye. Are you in Soldier? Your son? Oh, yes. This whole weird thing. I will be honest. The Zack storyline is odd. Is this where we see our first cloaked figure person? Oh, I got a store. Hear a story? Yes, I will take a tent. Tents are easier to come by than ethers are. So I will take another one. And a Phoenix down, because I die more often than I like to admit. I get in over my head, and I get cocky, and then I'm like, I've totally got this fight, and then I do not have this fight at all. Buy accessories.
I think you're really cool.
Thanks for following my channel, Dat Boy. I'm happy you're here. Maybe we should hang out or something. Okay, headband, silver glasses. Oh, wait. What I need is a ribbon. That's what I want. Automatically puts you in Berserk. Protects against Frog Small. Talisman. Protects against poison. Protects against darkness. Protects against sleep. Your first Jamaican to follow you. As far as I know. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't want any of these things. Sorry, sir or madam. I don't know exactly what you are, but... This is Gongaga Village. Many people died here in the Mako reactor explosion. That is for Katsi, right? Yes. Hey, look, it's Zach. Woohoo! Oh, I can just sleep here. Yes. 80 gil a night? That's cheap. How do you get a ribbon? You have to find them. You can't ever buy them. The only ribbon I remember exactly where to get is in the ancient... Not the city of the ancients. The temple of the ancients. That crazy pyramid place. With like the clock room and all the different stairways and stuff. I know you get a ribbon there. I can't remember where else you get a ribbon though. I think there are 3 total in the game. I've only ever been able to find 2, but they protect against all status effects. All. Those are the best. Okay. Oh. Oh. Death blow. I feel like death blow only happens every once in a while. I don't think it's actually... It's Larry! Yeah, chocolate chips, actually. It was the only thing I had. I have caught 4 in my mouth without missing. Very first one I did, I missed. And then the rest of them, I've actually been able to catch every single one. I'm really proud of myself. What even is death blow? Doesn't it cause like instant death or something? But it only is like a point something... It's like a 5% chance or something really low. I swear. What? Materia. Check. Attacks that either deal critical damage or miss. Oh. I think if you upgrade it, it's called like... You can morph in the battle square though. Oh, that's right. So there are 2 ribbons you can find, and then you can morph one in the battle square. That is true. It's something the Grim Reaper only gets on his birthday. What? Candy? Chocolate chips? I've only got like 20 days until my birthday. 21 days? 20 days? Do I really want death blow? I don't know if that's really worth it. But I guess I'll level it up because why not? So Sephiroth came here. Oh, where is this? How do I get out? There. Oh, okay. Never mind. Isn't this where we meet Yuffie? Yuffie? In these forests? Is she just in any forest? Grand Horn. Grand Punch. Oh wow, that took a lot of life. Wow, Barrett has the most life out of all of us. I guess he is the tank. Okay, these guys aren't so bad. Oh, death blow? Classic. Yes? Oh. I'm sorry, what? Oh, he was knocking on Charlotte's door. Sorry. I was like, who is it? I love Cosmo Canyon. Cosmo Canyon is the best. Boom, done. I find it very odd. Oh no, I hate these things. I find it very odd that you can get in fights while you're in your car. Just run them all over. I'm thinking of like the Weasley's car in Harry Potter. And all those spiders. hate that move. Oh, yep. Great. Awesome. I heard Susie was going to stream The Longing. Know what I'll be watching for the next year? The Longing? I've never even heard of The Longing. If it's scary, there's no way. I can't. Can't do it. Can't do it. 5 chocolate chips. I'm pretty proud of my chocolate chip catching abilities. Here we are. My favorite place in the game. Maybe not favorite place. Some of my favorite music, though, for sure. I am home. It is I, Nanaki. Nanaki. Bugenhagen. Nanaki. What? No. People from all over the world gather here to seek the study of planet life. Woo! I always wanted to come here. Oh, Barrett. I can't let you enter. What? Here's the thing. We walk around this place. There are like 3 people you run into. I mean, we just showed up here with Nanaki. He ran out of my body. Nanaki is Nanaki. That is his name. That's fair. Cloud's angry, apparently. I guess I'll choose Tifa. It's not scary, but it takes a year to finish. What platform is it on? I'm so gonna ban it in game action. What, choosing Tifa to be in my party? Because I like Tifa in the remake. I do not like Tifa in this one. I like Tifa just as Tifa, but I don't like using her very much. Where am I going? I don't even know. Okay. They haven't done this one. This one doesn't have an instrumental version, does it? Come on. Cloud. Aim. Oh, they sell ethers. It's good. I'm gonna ban pressing down or pressing X. It's on everything. Oh, it's on everything. The Longing. I've never heard of it before. How do you get back there? I don't think I've ever gotten back there. I like this Bob the Builder dude that's standing here with like a hard hat on. Makes perfect sense. Here is where I was. I mean, this is my hometown. My tribe were protectors of those who appreciate this beautiful canyon and the planet. My brave mother fought and died here, but my cowardly father left her. I am the last of my race. My father was a wastrel. And so the mission I inherited from my ancestors is to protect this place. My journey ends here. Grandpa. Guess we're taking a break here. Yay! It's super interesting, very experimental storytelling. That kind of sounds like what they did with Journey with the PS3. And, you know, it was an indie game, and everybody was like, it's not gonna work. This type of game is not going to work. And it totally worked. Everybody loved Journey. Ooh. Tiger Fang, Heavy Vulcan. Is that a gun? Or is that a... Hey, Martin! Oh my gosh! Martin, is it you? From like a little while ago? Is that the same Martin? Or is this a different Martin? If it is a different Martin, I'm still excited you're here. If it is the same Martin, I am also excited you're here. Just trying to keep straight who my Martins are. Heavy Vulcan. It's a 400-day game. Man, and I struggled with the decision to even stream Final Fantasy VII because I was like, this is such a long game. Same one! Martin, how are you? Have you been writing? Who else was writing? Was it Fresh? No. Fresh, you're not writing anything, are you? Who was it? Who is it? Somebody is writing something right now, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember who that is. Dang, I'm sorry. Oh! I want that for Nanaki when he joins us. I've been good. I've been good. And you've been good, so that is excellent. We are experiencing a super cold snap right here, right now in Texas. School was canceled today. It's canceled tomorrow. Everything's icy. It's only supposed to last these 2 days, though. I think it gets back up into the 50s on Saturday. So we're all stuck inside the house. So here I am, streaming. Lucky for me, it was on a Thursday. Butterfly Edge, Tiger Fang. I want to know if this is... Oh, it is a long-range weapon. It says it right there. I can read. Okay. Yes. Prism staff. I will buy this because we know he comes with us. Fresh, whatever it wasn't me. I'm working on a new project. That's exciting. Did I buy one of these? Yes, I did. Tiger Fang. No, I'm not gonna buy anything for you, Tifa, because I don't want you in my party. I don't have Tifa hate. I just have Red 13 love. A lot of it. Oh, wait, all my people. Silver armlet. Yes. Oh, wait. Yeah. More slots for materia that I don't even have enough I don't even have enough, like... Is this wind? Yes. Transform? Does transform level up to morph? I know, I love this game too. It's one of my, it's in my top 5 for sure. I think transform does turn into morph. So I should probably level that while I can. Yeah. Did I save? With super glue? Dream on, kid. Oh, is he sleeping on the job? Yep. Cooking? Cooking. I need to eat something. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast this morning. I need to save really quick, and then we will go talk to Bugenhagen. Bugenhagen. Say what you will about the name Bugenhagen. He is great. Bugenhagen is one of the best characters in this whole game. And his little floaty round... Do you know what to do if you're addicted to seaweed? I'm trying to come up with a really clever answer to this. Sea kelp. Oh my gosh, I love that one. That is one I've never heard before, and that is great. Look at him. Look, he's so cool. He floats and he has sunglasses. He's incredible. He knows everything. Hoo-hoo-hoo! We did look after Nanaki. Please stop, grandfather. I'm 48. So you see, his 48 years would only be equivalent to, say, that of 15 or 16-year-old in human reckoning. Oh, so like Cloud's mental state. You thought he was an adult. Grandfather, I want to be an adult. I love Red. He's great. Forever one of my faves. I've seen what? Boop! On the table. So random, he floats. When the planet dies. Yeah, we're gonna have like... I hear the cries of the planet. What's that? The sounds of the stars in the heavens. While this goes on, planets are born and die. What was that? That was a scream from the planet. Didn't you hear it? As if to say, I hurt, I suffer. They have come here on a journey to save the planet. Is Red missing an eye? Or is it just scarred? It's hard to tell with this animation. I'm trying to think of what he looks like in the remake. He looks kind of like a rat in the remake. He still looks great. Very grizzled, super grizzled, scarred. Only 3 people can fit in Grandfather's machine. Yo, Barrett, come with me. Although you're kind of the size of 2 people, but that's okay. Man, I cannot aim while this is sped up. Where is Barrett? I can't even remember where he is. I think he's... Oh, there's Katsi. Look at that. He wasn't in there before, was he? No. I think he's in here. Yes. Come with me. Oh, I am supposed to choose... Oh, okay. So we're all going. Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna go learn about the planet. The cries of the planet. I bet our planet would be making the same sounds. Honestly. I don't consider myself a super duper duper duper, like, I do what I can. I try to recycle. I try to, like, waste not, want not. I really try to be as conscious. What, the weather vane with a chicken, duck, turkey on it? I don't think I've ever noticed that. I really do. I try to do my part to have a relatively small footprint, carbon footprint, but there's only so much. See, we don't have recycling that comes to our house. Like, we don't have a curbside recycling. So, we have to actually take our recycling in. And because we have to do that, we have to separate our recycling out. So we just recycle plastic, because Andrew drinks a lot of water from water bottles, and we just use a lot of plastic, and so that's what we recycle. But if we were to recycle everything, aluminum and glass and plastic and all that stuff, we'd have to have like 3 or 4 different recycle bins, and we just don't have space for that in our kitchen. Or outside or anything. So we had to kind of choose what we were going to recycle, but we do recycle. I think recycling's a crock, but we do it anyway. Oh, isn't this where we learn about Meteor? That would be pretty cool. Do you guys like planetariums? I like planetariums. I think planetariums are so cool. What happens to humans after they die? It's the circle of life. In fact, all living things in the universe are the same. The spirits return to the planet. Lifestream. This is where we learn about Lifestream. Okay. The path of energy of the souls roaming the planet. Spirit energy is a word that you should never forget. It's 2 words, but that's okay. Of course, there are exceptions, but this is the way of the world. I actually think it's really amazing how they were able to add this speed up toggle for this game on the Switch port that, like, works most of the time, but then turns off when they have cutscenes like this and stuff. I don't know. It seems impressive to me. And the fact that it doesn't affect the music. Boganhagen. These little sunglasses. It's a source of life for trees, birds, and humans. And not only living things, it makes it possible to form planets. And if that spirit energy were to disappear, like Shinra, sucking it all up, I want one of these things in my house. Planetarium. Please explain Restream and why you are leaving it. Restream, I need to make a video on this because I used Restream for about 2 years. So Restream is basically a multicasting service. It's not a software, really, but it's basically a service that you can put in their streaming URL or the stream key into your OBS or your Streamlabs. And then when you stream to Restream servers, and then they push the stream out to whatever platforms you want them to be on. You are given 2 platforms for free, and then you have to pay if you want any more. So you can stream up to like 10 different platforms if you want to, but it doesn't use any actual extra bandwidth on your end because you just stream to the Restream servers and then they push it out to wherever it needs to go. The problem I have run into with Restream is the fact that chat gets a little messy because you have a relay, like you can put it in relay mode that has a bot, and the bot basically relays chat from YouTube to the Twitch chat or vice versa. But the problem is when I go live, if anything happens with Restream, if a stream drops or if the chat drops or if something goes wrong or if something breaks. Are we done with Bogenhagen? His father a coward, so that's it. Nanaki's been thinking that all this time. So if anything goes wrong, which it has quite recently in the past like month or so, I have just had headaches with Restream because there's no way to really fix it. Honestly, I've had chat break a couple times where the YouTube chat just stops coming through. I've had it never is on the Twitch side. I never have problems on the Twitch side. It's only on the YouTube side. So I don't know if it's something to do with YouTube or if it's something to do with Restream. I'm not really sure, but I have a feeling that if I were to actually go to YouTube and do a stream just through the YouTube server, I wouldn't have nearly as many problems. Also, their chat leaves a lot to be desired. They do have an app that you can embed into your OBS, but it's not very customizable, and I don't really love their options for you can customize it, but only to a certain degree. It's kind of a pain, honestly, to customize. And then in order for everybody to see the chat, you have to have it embedded on your screen. And I personally have a hard time embedding the chat on the screen because it's hard to see because of the way the customization works. They only have white text, and sometimes on certain games and on certain backgrounds and stuff, white text is hard to see. There's only one that has black text, which is the one I use for my just chatting screen, where it's got the comic bubbles that come up. That was like the only way you can get black text. It's just not as customizable as I would like it, especially for being able to embed it into your chat. So I feel like when I use it and I have a problem, I can't troubleshoot it, and I don't want to have to troubleshoot something when I'm live and I'm streaming because I lose viewers that way. People lose interest, and I don't blame them. Nobody wants to sit and watch somebody try and mess around with their, you know, with their streaming software or whatever. You should have all of that figured out before you go live. And then I was always under the impression that if I was going to restream or if I was going to multicast, they call it, I felt like it was going to give me more, what's the word I'm looking for? Discoverability, I guess, because I thought, oh, if I'm going to stream, I might as well get as, you know, might as well stream to multiple different, you know, platforms. But YouTube's live streaming platform is actually really awful compared to Twitch's. There is no way for you to go on YouTube and just see who is live at the moment. There might be tons of people live, but in order for you to see who is live, you have to actually be subscribed to them. And so it makes discoverability absolutely impossible. So in order for you to have any sort of like discoverability on YouTube, you have to be making videos and like building a YouTube channel, which is fine. And I put videos out sometimes, but not nearly as often as I like. But the discoverability on YouTube is just really, really bad. And the YouTube live interface is just not, it's just not great. You can't do nearly as many cool things with YouTube live as you can with Twitch. Twitch is really made for a great live streaming experience. And while people may have their problems with Twitch and Twitch is not perfect, and it definitely has some, you know, crappy elements about it, it definitely is better for live streaming than YouTube is. All of these big live streamers have moved over to YouTube, which is great. They have huge followings. They're willing to follow them over there. But for discoverability and for somebody who's trying to grow, I don't think YouTube is best. I think you really are better off using Twitch. Not to mention with Twitch, you have so much user engagement. You have channel points, and you have all sorts of cool things you can do with these third-party apps like Leor on Board and StreamerBot. You can attach things to channel points. You can attach things to bits if you want to. You can attach things to subscriptions. You can do all sorts of cool things. You can use Stream Elements or Streamlabs to really customize your stream. Restream even has a, it has like a studio like OBS, but it's used through the Restream. I think this is probably where I'm gonna sign off, because right now we're supposed to get into the caves of G. Am I leaving YouTube altogether? No. Every time I stream, I record my stream. I forgot to mention this earlier. I will upload my stream to my YouTube channel, and I'll still make videos and stuff. But as far as using Restream as a platform to push my streams out to both Twitch and YouTube, I just don't feel like it's worth it, because it causes me more headaches, and it makes me not want to stream, honestly. I really like going live, and I love streaming and playing my games and interacting with you guys and having a good time with you guys and building a community. I love that. And I've had more headaches with Restream, and when I come out of a stream, I'm just like, ugh, I feel so frustrated because my chat broke, or because, you know, something went wrong, or because I was dropping frames because this was happening or whatever. And so I just have thought about it for a while, and I feel like they updated their stream. I feel like they updated Restream recently, and I've only had problems ever since. I feel like the idea is really great because it doesn't use any extra bandwidth. I know you can multicast through OBS if you have the bandwidth. It just uses a certain OBS plugin. I don't think I have the bandwidth for it. But ultimately, I think as a streamer that is trying to grow and has a small community that's trying to grow that community, I really think Twitch is probably the best place to do that. I don't think YouTube has caught up as far as live streaming goes. But as far as like videos and stuff, I'm happy, and I'd like to keep making content, even though it's like, I feel like discoverability on YouTube is crap anyway. How do you compete with the billions of people that are putting content out there on a daily basis? But I'll still keep, you know, I'll still keep ads are weird. Oh, it's Michael. Ads are weird. I know. Like I said, I am thinking about pulling my affiliate status, but I will upload each stream to my YouTube channel because I record it when I go live anyway. So that's easy to do. I do use Stream Elements. I use Stream Elements for a lot of my overlays. I use Streamlabs for my alert box. They have slightly more customization. I don't really agree with Streamlabs, but Stream Elements doesn't offer me the exact customization I wanted. So I kind of use both, but I really only use Streamlabs for one thing. Yeah. So it's kind of like I just feel like the pros don't outweigh the cons as far as using Restream. And maybe it works for some people. I've used it for a long time, but I just have a hard time with what it's become and how it doesn't, I just don't feel like it helps me. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like it doesn't help me. I might as well just stream to Twitch alone and then just upload my live streams just as kind of uploads on my channel, because I just don't feel like it helps me, and the headaches I've gotten from it are not worth trying to constantly use Restream and trying to troubleshoot and having issues of chat not working. Not to mention, none of my commands can be used in chat for YouTube. None of my channel points can be used in chat for YouTube. None of that stuff. And so, oh, and another thing, I'd really like to raid people. I think that's a good way to network. And I can't really do that if I have two different sets of audiences. Because if I raid somebody, then all my Twitch people go onto this raid channel, and then all my YouTube people, I'm just like, okay, well, have a great day. So everybody else is on this channel, and bye. So it just makes things weird, and it makes things kind of complicated. And I've thought about it for a really long time, and it's not that I'm leaving YouTube. I will just no longer be streaming live to YouTube anymore. But I will upload my live streams, and I will continue making content, like continue making videos, because I can, and because I have the content. I don't have a ton of content. I don't know if I'm that entertaining when I live stream. I guess it depends on the game, but it's not like I'm leaving it. And I obviously haven't completely, I don't do singing videos nearly as often as I would like, but I still have like my singing YouTube channel as well. So it's just been kind of a long time, like, thinking about it, and I started using Restream in the very beginning because I wanted my sister to be able to tune into my streams, and then I did sort of gain some kind of viewers through that, but ultimately I feel like it doesn't help me a lot because it just causes more problems, and then I'm stuck troubleshooting live, and then I just feel like it's not really worth it. It says time to pick up your daughter. No, it's not. And I even talked to my sister about this, who, like I said, was the reason I started using Restream in the first place. And she was like, honestly, if it's that big of a problem, and who knows, maybe if I go back to streaming on Twitch completely alone, you know, oh, and I'm also an affiliate, and so technically I'm a Twitch affiliate, and so technically I am breaking contract by using Restream. And that is something I only figured out recently. Technically all streams through Twitch should be Twitches only for 24 hours. And then after that, you can upload it wherever you want. And I didn't realize that until recently. I certainly don't want to break contract. I don't want to break any rules. I don't want to do anything that could potentially get me any sort of strike or get my channel removed or anything like that. And I know that, Twitch has NRE, or new relationship energy, for me. It's very exciting. It's very, very engaging. You can do so many super cool things through Twitch. You can do channel points, and like now, if I'm gonna stream only through Twitch, I can do lots of really fun things with Leorin board or StreamerBot or whatever. And you can't do that with YouTube. And not to mention, there's a huge delay. The moderation on YouTube Live is terrible. And YouTube knows this, and they don't really care, because ultimately, YouTube is a place for videos. Yes, they have a live streaming platform, but they're way behind Twitch. And, you know, Twitch has kind of, Twitch doesn't necessarily have the monopoly on live streaming, but when people think live streaming, especially when they think of live streaming video games, they automatically think of Twitch. And Twitch just has a better setup for it. You can go and type in a category, Final Fantasy VII, and you can see every single person that is streaming that game at this exact moment across the entire world. Maybe pages and pages and pages. YouTube doesn't work like that. There's no discoverability. So you have to be actively putting out videos and stuff. And so I just felt like it was time for me to put it behind me and try streaming on Twitch by itself for a while. And if I decide that it's probably better for me to open that back up and try restream again, maybe they'll come out with more updates, I don't really know, then I'm open to trying it again. But right now I do feel like it needs work, and I feel like it's not, I feel like there are other ways to do it. I know Streamlabs has a multicast option as well, but you have to pay for it. And I'm not going to pay Streamlabs monthly because their prices are insane. And nobody likes Streamlabs anyway because they charge, everything's behind a paywall. Because, you know, Restream is free for 2 platforms, but StreamYards? I've never heard of StreamYards. And then Twitch has its own little like streaming studio. It's called Twitch Studio, which is great for beginners. I kind of ventured into Twitch Studio with Twitch Sings a while back, I think, but ultimately I like OBS the best out of any of the software that I've tried. But anyway, that's my spiel about it. And I'd like to put together a video about Restream because I think multicasting is becoming a little more popular. And since I've used it for so long and experienced like the highs and the lows and the pros and the cons, I think it could potentially help people. I know there are some streamers out there that have done videos on it and talked about it and been like, you should multicast or you shouldn't multicast or these are the reasons or whatever. And so I don't know, maybe that would help somebody who's trying to decide. But there's going to be an ad in 45 seconds. It's only going to be a minute. I won't sign off until it's over, I promise. But I thought long and hard about it, and I felt really guilty about it because I know I have some regular people. I've got some regular people that show up and, you know, tune in via YouTube, and you don't get ads on YouTube. I totally get that. I have not decided about affiliate yet because I don't want to lose my emotes. That's the biggest deal to me. I don't want to lose my Kalulu emotes. My sister did them, and they are wonderful, and I love them, and I like seeing them in my chat. So I haven't really decided, but I certainly don't want anybody to feel any pressure to subscribe or donate or anything like that because that's not why I do this. I do this because I enjoy it, and Restream was making that hard to enjoy. It was making me more frustrated than feeling like fulfilled after I finished a stream. See? Amazing. Amazing. So many fun things. That's like the tip of the iceberg as far as doing these third-party extensions or applications or whatever, like Leoranboard or StreamerBot. You can do so many cool things. And there are people out there that have amazing effects on their streams, and it's a black hole. Basically, Dad has said that. I concur. It's a total black hole, and you can completely, and honestly, you can add all sorts of really great things to your stream, and if you aren't producing content that people like, and if you are not likable, and if people don't want to watch you or hang out with you, it doesn't matter what overlays you have or what commands you have or all the cool stuff you add to your stream. It doesn't matter because nobody wants to hang out with you if you're going to be a toxic person, or if you're not going to engage chat, or if you're going to play games and just complain all the time. I've read a bunch of Reddit posts about what makes somebody follow versus unfollow a channel, and I can't tell you how many people are like, why are you being so toxic to your chat, to your game, to the people you're playing with? If you aren't enjoying yourself, why are you doing this? Nobody wants to hang out with a toxic person. So you can have all the cool overlays you want, but if you're going to be a jerk, nobody's going to want to hang out with you anyway. So that's what made me reach my decision. And I feel bad and I feel guilty, but at the same time, I feel like I want to enjoy streaming and I want to not worry. And the problems have never been on the Twitch side, ever. It's always been on the YouTube side. And then I thought about Facebook, because Facebook has a live as well, but Facebook is the same way. You can't just go on Facebook and see who's live. The only way you can see is if you are friends with that person or you follow their page. So it's just really bad for discoverability. So that's kind of what, that's the That's the takeaway from all of this. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I never actually wanted to do it because I felt bad because I didn't want to like leave my sister hanging because she can't watch Twitch when she's at work. But she was part of the reason that I decided, because she was just like, man, look at it this way. Like if you feel crappy after you stream because you had problems using the restream service, then stop using it. And I was like, you're right. Anyway, but see, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see, and who knows? I might go back to it someday, but maybe not. I'm not really sure. My YouTube channel is so small. It's very, very small. I don't get a lot of traction. I don't get a lot of views, and that's fine. I think it's almost impossible to be discovered on YouTube these days unless you have some sort of super unique niche or something that is so different than other people, and I'm not that different. I'm just not. I feel like I think I'm a positive person, and I try to fill my streams with as much positivity as possible, and I hope people feel positive vibes when they tune in and when they come hang out here. But that's kind of all I have, really. Oh my gosh, it's Natafan! How's it going, my friend? Dude, you always show up right when I'm about to sign off. Oh, epitome. I know how to pronounce epitome. Heck yeah. Epitome. That was a good one, though. But ultimately, I just want to enjoy my streaming experience, and I feel like Restream just was not doing that for me. So, oh, Natafan just ended. Nice. It is so good to see you. How are you holding up with no Twitch Sings, man? We were talking about you a little while ago because you were in an article about Twitch Sings, right? Wasn't it when Twitch Sings was gone for a year? R.I.P. Twitch Sings. The world was a better place with Twitch Sings, man. I miss it so much. It was so much fun, and it was such a great way to meet people and network. It was like automatic because you sang duets with people. It was automatic networking. And you were in an article. You still watch duets? Oh, what was his? Kalis said he was going to post some of his duets on my Discord, and he has not yet. I saved a couple, but there were so many. Those were some really good days. And Twitch Sings is what got me into streaming in the first place. So, but I mean, eventually we all had to adapt, right? Because if I didn't get into games when I did, I was eventually going to have to because they pulled Twitch Sings anyway. Makes me really sad. I mean, what I did learn though, however, in case any of you are interested, I've done a lot of research on singing cover songs live versus, videos and stuff. And I know there are lots of touchy things that go around. There's a lot of like really kind of, it's touchy. It's a touchy subject. But Facebook Live actually does allow cover songs. YouTube does not technically allow cover songs or karaoke on live streams. Twitch obviously doesn't either. But Facebook Live does. So if you ever want to get together with a bunch of friends and sing karaoke, Facebook Live, that's your jam. I wondered if you could do karaoke on Twitch but just delete the VOD afterward, but I have never been able to get a solid answer. Anything I've been able to find is just straight up, you can't do karaoke or you will get a strike. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Who quotes that? Well, who knows if/when, but during my anniversary stream, I had Rashter, the guy who ran Twitch Sings, on, and he said there was a good chance that at some point it will be back. Really? Oh man, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. Gosh, I loved Twitch Sings. It was so much fun. I do feel like the more they tried to upgrade it, the worse it got, though. Am I the only one who felt that way? Like, I felt like they did fine with it in the beginning, and then they kept trying to add little additions and stuff, and it got weird. I mean, the strike will only happen if the record company catches you. That's true. And depending on your size as a streamer and whatnot, you're probably more likely to get a strike via YouTube than you are Twitch, honestly, depending. But I don't know. I'm also, I have a relatively small community right now, so I don't know, but I know a lot of people are doing karaoke all the time and haven't gotten any strikes. Oh, that's good to know. I mean, I know there are people that slip through the cracks, and I know that, I think it really kind of depends on if you are I'm sure it's probably more of a problem for partner than it is for somebody who isn't affiliate or maybe just affiliate. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize my streams at all, though. I don't want to get into any trouble. I don't want to jeopardize what I have because I love and enjoy what I have, so I don't want to jeopardize that. But that would be great if Twitch Sings would come back. That was such a great... That helped me through such a hard time. That was when I miscarried and when I had just moved here and quit my job, and I was so depressed because my whole life had turned upside down and I had nothing, and I was trying to figure out who the heck I was after I'd quit my job, and I was staying home with my daughter, and it was hard. It was really, really hard. So I would love to see Twitch Sings back or something similar. I don't know. Oh, you're so kind. I would love to put some like kind of open duets, kind of, if you can even call them that, on YouTube. I don't know if people can really join them, but I've thought about that. I know people do that. I just haven't actually prioritized any time to sing any songs, but Disney was always my favorite, that's for sure. I think my favorite Disney duet to ever sing ever was I See the Light from Tangled. I think that is one of the greatest Disney duets ever written, ever. And can you imagine Twitch Sings right now with like Encanto songs? Oh my gosh. The Bruno song, it would explode. It would be so much fun. I get it with copyright and stuff. I bet it was really, really hard, but I would be back on that bandwagon in a heartbeat if they brought it back. So anyway, all right, it's time for me to sign off. I'm gonna say goodbye, but I wanna thank everybody for the follows and for tuning in and for chatting and making this so worth it and making these last couple hours so enjoyable. Thank you guys so much. You guys are great. And sorry about my bad restream news, in particular to Michael. Sorry. I thought about it a lot, and you and Katie were on my mind, and I was like, I don't want to make anybody mad, but at the same time, I get mad when I stream, and then I feel like I have just problems on the restream side. And like I said, it's never on the Twitch side, it's always on the YouTube side. So I don't know, maybe it's something on the, I don't know, I don't really know. But anyway, you guys are wonderful, you guys are great, and let us all say a prayer to Kalulu that Twitch Sings will eventually make a comeback, or something similar, because that would be stupendous. I know it's a nightmare for Twitch. I'm sure it probably is, but we all loved it. It had a great community, man. No better community than Twitch Sings, hands down. Most wholesome, supportive, wonderful people you will ever meet. Amazing. It takes a lot of guts to get yourself on camera singing in front of a bunch of people you don't know. I was really proud of everybody that I saw on there. It was really great. All right, well, stay warm, everybody. Everybody out there with the snow. Here's hoping we don't lose power or anything and don't have any pipes freeze. Texas is definitely not made for super, super cold. But I'll be back on Sunday night, 7:30, and we will read another chapter of my book, and then we will continue. It is stuff's getting crazy now, right? We're getting closer and closer to Sephiroth. And I caught almost every single chocolate chip I threw into my mouth. I am proud. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for being here, and I will see all of you next time. Adios.